stadium lights. Fastballs fly through summer nights. Home run steals and extra fights. Dr. Delay is live. It's baseball nights. From Three Rivers to PNC nights. Pittsburgh power in the city lights. Dr. Delay calling every play. Black and gold till the final day. Let's go, Bucks! Dr. Delay is alive, baseball is here. Hot dogs, lights, and fans that cheer. Yankees swing big, Red Sox fight, Orioles fly on Camden nights. Rays light up that Florida sky, Blue Jays soaring so dang high. Indians grind, the Tigers roar, Twins keep hitting, wanting more. White Sox flash, Royals play proud. Dr. Delay is calling every crowd. Astros climb, the Rangers ride, Mariners crash with ocean pride. A's still swing, Angels shine, baseball hearts on the line. Under the stadium lights, fastballs fly through summer nights. Crowds go wild, that sound ignites. Dr. Delay is alive, the game feels right. Braves bring heat, Mets go long. Philly fights with a victory song. Nationals reload, Marlins dive. It's MLB, we're all alive. Cubs in Wrigley cheer so loud. Cards and Reds draw every crowd. Brew crew swinging, Pirates play bold. Steel City pride in the black and gold. Hey! Dodgers dash and Giants climb. Padres bring fire every time. Rockies rise in mountain air. Deep back strike will meet them there. Under the stadium lights, fastballs fly through summer nights. Home run steals and extra fights. Dr. Delay is live. It's baseball nights. From Three Rivers to PNC nights. Pittsburgh power in the city lights. Dr. Delay calling every play. Black and gold till the final day. Let's go, Bucks! Dr. Delay is alive, baseball is here. Hot dogs, lights, and fans that cheer. Yankees swing big, Red Sox fight, Orioles fly on Camden nights. Rays light up that Florida sky, Blue Jays soaring so dang high. Indians grind, the Tigers roar, Twins keep hitting, wanting more. White Sox flash, Royals play proud. Dr. Delay is calling every crowd. Astros climb, the Rangers ride, Mariners crash with ocean pride. A's still swing, Angels shine, baseball hearts on the line. Under the stadium lights, fastballs fly through summer nights. Crowds go wild, that sound ignites. Dr. Delay is alive, the game feels right. Braves bring heat, Mets go long. Philly fights with a victory song. Nationals reload, Marlins dive. It's MLB, we're all alive. Cubs in Wrigley cheer so loud. Cards and Reds draw every crowd. Brew crew swinging, Pirates play bold. Steel City pride in the black and gold. Hey! Dodgers dash and Giants climb. Padres bring fire every time. Rockies rise in mountain air. Deep back strike will meet them there. Under the stadium lights, fastballs fly through summer nights. Home run steals and extra fights. Dr. Delay is live. It's baseball nights. From Three Rivers to PNC nights. Pittsburgh power in the city lights. Dr. Delay calling every play. Black and gold till the final day. Let's go, Bucks! Dr. Delay is alive, baseball is here. Oh, hot dogs, lights, and fans that cheer. Yankees swing big, Red Sox fight, Orioles fly on Camden nights. Rays light up that Florida sky, Blue Jays soaring so dang high. Indians grind, the Tigers roar, Twins keep hitting, wanting more. White Sox flash, Royals play proud, Dr. Delay is calling every crowd. Astros climb, the Rangers ride, Mariners crash with ocean pride. A's still swing, Angels shine, baseball hearts on the line under the stadium lights. Whoa, fastballs fly through summer nights, crowds go wild, that sound ignites. Dr. Delay is alive, the game feels right. Braves bring heat, Mets go long, Philly fights with a victory song. Nationals reload, Marlins dive, it's MLB, we're all alive. Cubs in Wrigley cheer so loud, Cards and Reds draw every crowd. Brew Crew swinging, Pirates play bold, Steel City pride in the black and gold. Hey! Dodgers dash and Giants climb, Padres bring fire every time. Rockies rise in mountain air, deep back strike will meet them there under the stadium lights. Whoa, fastballs fly through summer nights, home run steals and extra fights. Dr. Delay is live, it's baseball nights, from Three Rivers to PNC nights. Pittsburgh power in the city lights, Dr. Delay calling every play, black and gold till the final day. Let's go, Bucks! Dr. Delay is alive, baseball is here. Oh, hot dogs, lights, and fans that cheer. Yankees swing big, Red Sox fight, Orioles fly on Camden nights. Rays light up that Florida sky, Blue Jays soaring so dang high. Indians grind, the Tigers roar, Twins keep hitting, wanting more. White Sox flash, Royals play proud, Dr. Delay is calling every crowd. Astros climb, the Rangers ride, Mariners crash with ocean pride. A's still swing, Angels shine, baseball hearts on the line under the stadium lights. Whoa, fastballs fly through summer nights, crowds go wild, that sound ignites. Dr. Delay is alive, the game feels right. Braves bring heat, Mets go long, Philly fights with a victory song. Nationals reload, Marlins dive, it's MLB, we're all alive. Cubs in Wrigley cheer so loud, Cards and Reds draw every crowd. Brew Crew swinging, Pirates play bold, Steel City pride in the black and gold. Hey! Dodgers dash and Giants climb, Padres bring fire every time. Rockies rise in mountain air, deep back strike will meet them there under the stadium lights. Whoa, fastballs fly through summer nights, home run steals and extra fights. Dr. Delay is live, it's baseball nights, from Three Rivers to PNC nights. Pittsburgh power in the city lights, Dr. Delay calling every play, black and gold till the final day. Let's go, Bucks! Dr. Delay is alive, baseball is here. Oh, hot dogs, lights, and fans that cheer. Yankees swing big, Red Sox fight, Orioles fly on Camden nights. Rays light up that Florida sky, Blue Jays soaring so dang high. Indians grind, the Tigers roar, Twins keep hitting, wanting more. Red Sox fight, Orioles fly on Camden nights. Rays light up that Florida sky. Blue Jays soaring so dang high. Indians grind, the Tigers roar. Twins keep hitting, wanting more. White Sox flash, Royals play proud. Dr. Delay is calling every crowd. Astros climb, the Rangers ride. Mariners crash with ocean pride. A's still swing, Angels shine. Baseball hearts on the line under the stadium lights. Whoa! Fastballs fly through summer nights. Crowds go wild, that sound ignites. Dr. Delay is alive. The game feels right. Braves bring heat, Mets go long. Philly fights with a victory song. Nationals reload, Marlins dive. It's MLB, we're all alive. Cubs in Wrigley cheer so loud. Cards and Reds draw every crowd. Brew crew swinging, Pirates play bold. Steel City pride in the black and gold. Hey! Dodgers dash and Giants climb. Padres bring fire every time. Rockies rise in mountain air. D-back strike will meet them there under the stadium lights. Whoa! Fastballs fly through summer nights. Home run steals and extra fights. Dr. Delay is live. It's baseball nights from Three Rivers to PNC nights. Pittsburgh power in the city lights. Dr. Delay calling every play. Black and gold till the final day. Let's go, Bucks! Woo! Dr. Delay is alive, baseball is here. Oh! Hot dogs, lights, and fans that cheer. Yankees swing big, Red Sox fight, Orioles fly on Camden nights. Rays light up that Florida sky. Blue Jays soaring so dang high. Indians grind, the Tigers roar. Twins keep hitting, wanting more. White Sox flash, Royals play proud. Dr. Delay is calling every crowd. Astros climb, the Rangers ride. Mariners crash with ocean pride. A's still swing, Angels shine.
Welcome on in, everybody. I, of course, am Dr. Lee. We've got some Houston Astros and Cincinnati Reds baseball on the channel today. The Astros coming in with a 16-23 record. They are 8-8 in their last 16 games. They're trying to right the ship after a disastrous start to the season. And the Reds trying to right the ship after a great start to the season, but of course have lost 8 in a row. 20-11 just again a week ago. But after a series against the Pirates, they have not won a game. So we'll see if they can get back on track here on Dr. Lee. Again, thank you guys for tuning in. I am your play-by-play guy for this one. And of course, again, we'll be sure to get the 3D up as soon as it is available. So we'll go ahead and switch this to now 37 days in a row. Though I do have a feeling that Monday probably will see my first day off in over a month. So, yeah. How's it going, Scott? Welcome on in. Russell, appreciate you, man, for tuning in. Nick, good to see you as well. Yeah, the Brewers I saw last night. Brian, again, appreciate you, man. I know you got to work, but I appreciate you for checking in. Denny as well. Ridland, Christopher. Let's see who else we got here. Again, thank you guys all for tuning in, even those that, of course, I did mention. Thank you for letting me call the game for you this afternoon. As we are about ready for some baseball, the starting pitcher for the Reds is Chase Burns. 3-1 record, 2.20 ERA, whip of a 1.02. He is a guy that you definitely want out there on the mound for this game to try to right the ship. As Burns kicks and fires, that's going to be a chopper foul, and we're underway in Cincinnati. Again, I'll try to get the 3D up whenever it wants to cooperate with the dock. It's going to work. Jose Altuve at the plate, batting .243, OPS of .713, 3 homers and 9 RBIs. The pitch is that's going to be hit to right, and that's going to drop in for a base hit. So Jose Altuve with a leadoff single. And the Astros already with the base runner. Defensive alignment for the Reds is as follows. Jose Trevino behind the plate. Spencer Steer at first. Second base is Matt McLean. Third base, Sal Stewart. Shortstop, Ellie De La Cruz. In right is Chris Benson. Center field, TJ Friedel. Left field, JJ Bleday. DHing is Nathaniel Lowe. Yordan Alvarez steps on in as Burns sets, kicks, and fires. That's going to be tapped back to Trevino, as that is a foul ball. Yordan Alvarez with a impressive start to the year, batting .324, OPS of .1079, 13 homers, and 29 RBIs on the season. Burns leans in and readies. Kicks and deals. That's going to be fouled back again. Hits Trevino once more. And just like that, it's 0-2 to Alvarez. And the Astros 16-23. Not what many people thought they would be at. The Reds just a game above 500 again after a very impressive start. Two teams that are looking for some wins. 0-2 counts. Pickoff attempt, but Altuve is back safe and sound. For those of you that have been here since last year, you'll note, or maybe have realized, but this is my first time covering an Astros game. They were one of 3 teams that I have yet to cover on the channel, or maybe it's 2. I know the Astros and A's. I don't know, that might have just been those 2. So the A's are the last team I've yet to cover on the channel. 0-2 counts. Well, looks like the Reds actually challenged the pickoff attempt, and honestly, they're showing the replay, and he is out. Oh, man. Oh, Altuve is going to be out. If they get this call correct, I think he's out. I think that's a great move by Burns. So hold the phone. We are in a challenge already here in the top of the first. Again, Altuve caught flat-footed. That's what it appears. Calling the field is safe, but the Reds, yeah, I think that's an out. So we'll see. Again, you can kind of see it right there. The umpire's looking at the screen. They can see it. Yeah, I think that's a great challenge, but again, we'll just have to wait a second. Again, thank you guys for tuning in today. Hopefully you're going to enjoy the broadcast. I know we're just starting. He's out. So Altuve was caught flat-footed Great pickoff by Chase Burns. Again, he's been very impressive to start the year. Again, 3-1 record, 2.20 ERA, whip of a 1.02. He's been very, very solid. Deserved to win against the Pirates, but the Reds just couldn't score that day. 0-2 count to Yordan Alvarez. As Burns rocks and fires. That's going to be a breaking ball in the dirt. Gets back behind Trevino. Luckily for the Reds, Altuve is no longer on the base paths. So 1-2 count to Yordan Alvarez. The pitch, and that's going to be a slider down low, and it's 2-2. Burns' slider has been very effective. Apparently second in the MLB with strikeouts on that pitch, as that one misses outside. 3-2. 98 on the radar gun. Brewers really showed the Yankees how to play last night. I'm telling you, the Brewers are good. And again, the Yankees playing in an AL that is just not that great, as that's going to be a walk. So Burns loses Alvarez. So Alvarez will take Altuve's spot at first. But then again, last night, of course, the Astros shut out the Reds 10-0. But the Reds, of course, have been struggling as of late. I'm sure many of you Reds fans do know. And appreciate you, Liam. There we go, one of the Reds fans on the channel. Isaac Paredes at the plate, as that's going to be fastball at the knees for a called strike at 99 miles per hour. Paredes batting .264, OPS of .761, 3 homers and 16 RBIs on the season. 0-1 count, Burns readies, kicks and deals. Swing and a miss. He was tardy on the fastball, and it's quickly 0-2. Again, Burns can bring the heat. How's it going, Charles? Appreciate you, man. Thank you for the like button push. I appreciate it, man. Again, good luck with the Mets later. I know they're out west with the Diamondbacks. Now the Pirates just took 2 in Arizona, so hopefully you guys can do the same. 0-2 counts. Burns sets. He's just chilling. Here's the pitch. That's going to be fastball way outside. Ball one, trying to mess with the timing of Paredes. Well, I would argue again with Paredes swinging late on the fastball. His timing's already been kind of messed up. 1-2. As that's going to be a slider in the dirt, blocked well by Trevino. As Alvarez will have to stay at first. Welcome on in, Jim. Good to see you. Appreciate you, man, for tuning in. All right, the count is even, 2-2 to Paredes. Burns readies, kicks and deals. Grounder to second. McLean tosses to De La Cruz. There's 1 and 2. A double play. All right, we go to the bottom of the first. 0-0 your score in Cincinnati. 100% no problem at all. Have a great day. Thank you very much, Charles. I appreciate that. Good luck and have a great rest of your day as well. Your 3D screen. Yes, so I'm on national TV. So, yes, I'm going to be a little bit behind. Well, actually, I'm fine compared to the 3D, but compared to usual when I'm watching on the MLB TV app, like I'm pretty much right on like the sports network coverage. Like it's really cool. So I'm right there. But yeah, when I'm on national TV, it's like a full minute behind the actual game. Almost a full minute. Maybe not actually a full minute, but it's close. I think it's like 50 seconds. So again, thank you guys for tuning in. Make sure again to leave a like and of course sub to the channel. It is free. Again, for the Reds fans, I've covered you guys plenty, and I'll probably see you guys plenty more. Again, I'm a Pirates fan, so just keep that in mind. I wonder if the camera shifted. I don't know. I feel like there was more of the jersey last night. I don't know. We're just going to leave it there. Now I got to move. I got to center myself. Anyway, yeah, and of course for the Astros fans, I'm not going to lie to you. I'm probably not going to cover you guys much. This is actually the first game I've covered for you guys since last year. Again, I'll be upfront about it. I don't really cover the Astros at all. First time doing it. But, again, if you're a football fan, and of course, again, I mean, I live in Texas. I know how football is important to Astros fans or Rangers fans, because you got your Texas, you know, your Cowboys, your Texans, or even, you know, if you guys are bandwagoning from the Saints and the Texans, whatever. Make sure to sub for football. I do a lot of NFL, a lot of college football. That is the bread and butter of the channel. That's really what I'm best at. So make sure to sub to the channel. It is free. Both fan bases have the reasons to sub to the channel. Due up for the Reds is T.J. Friedl, J.J. Bleday, and Ellie De La Cruz are back in action here, as that's going to be hit right to the first baseman, Walker. And just like that, he is out. They kind of cut back late to that, so that's kind of ridiculous, but it is what it is. Starting pitcher for the Astros, Spencer Arrighetti. 4-0 record, 1.96 ERA, whip of a 1.30, so allows a lot of walks and hits, but he doesn't allow a lot of runs, which is what matters. Arrighetti kicks and fires. That's going to be way outside ball one, as J.J. Bleday will dig on in. He is batting .278, OPS of 1062, 4 homers and 7 RBIs. Arrighetti readies, kicks, and deals. That's going to be a fastball at the knees for a called strike, and it's 1-1. Had a Cruz play last night? Yeah, really, everyone kind of struggled last night. Just wasn't a good lineup for the Pirates. Arrighetti delivers the 1-1. That's going to be fouled off his foot. And we'll do it again, 1-2. And as always, again, feel free to chat down below. Again, it's a chat-friendly channel. I try to get to the chat as often as I can. But if not, that's no biggie. No biggie at all. 1-2. Arrighetti begins the windup. And here is the pitch, as that's going to be sent to right. But couldn't quite get all of it, as that's going to be caught by the right fielder for out number 2. Defensive alignment for the Astros. Catchers Christian Vasquez. First base Christian Walker. Second base Jose Altuve. Shortstop Braden Shoemake. Again, I do apologize. I'm not sure if it's Shoemake or whatnot, but just going to go with it. Third base Isaac Paredes. Right field Cam Smith. Center field Bryce Matthews. And left field Zach Cole. DHing today for the Astros is Yordan Alvarez. At the plate is Ellie De La Cruz. The pitch. That's a fastball way outside. And it's 1-0 to Ellie De La Cruz, who is batting .271, OPS of 857, 10 homers, and 28 RBIs on the season. 1-0 count, the pitch. That's a fastball at the knees. That evens the count at 1-1. How's it going, Ridlin? Welcome on in. Drop it in to add my like. Thank you, David. I appreciate it. We're at 19 likes now. That'll work. 1-1 counts. Arrighetti rocks and fires. That's going to be a sinker off the plate. And it's 2-1. One to Ellie De La Cruz. Again, a superstar in the making. The pitch. That's a sweeper. Couldn't quite get the back door there, and it's 3-1. Apparently the Louisville Kings leading DC Defenders 27-13. That would be an upset. Not that I pay attention too much to the UFL, but I was listening to Rising Rhino earlier. That's going to be fouled back, and it's 3-2. Count is full. De La Cruz at the plate. Again, nobody on, 2 outs. De La Cruz going to ask for time. 0-0 ball game in Cincinnati, as I mentioned, again, just getting underway. As the Reds looking for their first run of the series. And were shut out yesterday by the Astros, 10-0. Astros with a rare pitching performance yesterday, as their pitching has been pretty bad. As that's a swing and a miss, but you can't tell with Arrighetti on the mound. He struck him out. Got him a chase with the breaking ball down low. We go to the top of the second inning. Your score 0-0 in Cincinnati. All right. There you can see the replay there. Think of that more as a replay. Again, thank you guys for tuning in. Feel free to let me know in the chat who you have winning today. We have a poll up. It is hard to pull up for me now on my side. It used to be very simple, but now it's just, you have to click so many buttons to look at the poll that I put up. Ridiculous. But right now, 52% of you guys with the Reds, 48% of you guys with the Astros, so 50-50 pretty much. How's it going, Burley? Welcome on in. Good to see you, man, as always. Thank you for tuning in. Let's cover some baseball, of course. That's what we've been doing. I'm normally a Pirates guy. Still am a Pirates guy. I say that normally like, well, I'm not a Pirates guy anymore, or, not today. But I am. I'll be covering the Pirates later tonight. Game 2 of the Giants-Pirates series. Pirates looking to even up the series after a pretty disastrous performance yesterday. And the Reds, of course, looking for the same after a disastrous performance yesterday. But yeah, again, for Reds fans, I cover a lot of the NL, mostly, again, the Pirates, but I do bounce around from time to time when it's a doubleheader. It's usually involving a team from the National League, more so the National League Central, as, of course, the Pirates play in the NL Central, so I play a lot of your teams, so that's kind of my strategy to try to pick up subs from the NL Central. That makes sense? I feel like it does. Again, for the Astros fans, again, not going to really cover the Astros, but again, if you're a Cowboys, Texans fan, NFL fan, whatever, that's where my bread and butter is at. I am definitely that's just where the channel has had its success. So make sure to subscribe. It is free. It says so right up there. Bacon and lemons, this guy. Houston. Russell's going for Houston. Gotcha. Appreciate you, man, for tuning in. We're back underway here in the top of the second. Chase Burns on the mound. Christian Walker at the plate as Burns delivers. That's a fastball way upstairs, ball 1. Christian Walker is batting .296 on the year, OPS of .918, 9 homers and 27 RBIs on the season. 1-0 count to Walker as Burns kicks and deals. That's going to be fouled back, and it's 1-1. 98 on the fastball. Yep, I saw that, Bob. Patrick Bailey is gone. He didn't even play last night for the Giants. He is now in the AL Central. One counts. Burns delivers. That's a chopper to third. Nice pick by Stewart. He throws to first for out number 1. That was a nice play by Sal Stewart. Good stuff. All right, and that'll bring up Cam Smith, the right fielder. He's batting .221, OPS of .667, 4 homers and 17 RBIs on the season. All right, Reds, time to climb out of the cellar. Appreciate you, Old Hoss, for tuning in. Another Reds fan on the channel. Maybe they can end this losing streak as here's the pitch. That's a grounder to Sal Stewart again. Deja vu, throws to first. Nice play again by Stewart. Back-to-back pretty nice picks over there at third. Just like that, there's 2 away. Angel, how's it going? Welcome on in. Strikeout, looking for a strikeout. Burns definitely has the stuff for it. So far, though, I guess pitching to contact. As that'll bring up Zach Cole, batting .273. OPS of 1091, as that's a fastball in there for a called strike. 2 homers and 5 RBIs on the season. 0-1 to Cole. Burns kicks and deals. Fastball way outside. And it's 1-1, 98 on that fastball. Again, Burns has the velocity. He's definitely a very impressive pitcher. Count is 1-1 for Burns as he rocks and fires way upstairs. 99 on the fastball. Catcher had to stand up for it. And it's 2-1. You're rooting for the Reds. Gotcha. Michael roots for anything anti-Pittsburgh at this point. The 2-1. That's going to be yanked to right, and that is a foul ball. Cole way out in front of it. Nice contact. That was a shot, but just a little bit early. 2-2. Burns sets, kicks, and deals. That's going to be sent to right on the run as the right fielder can't make the catch. As that drops in, Cole's going to second. Throw is in, but it's a little bit off. As that is a 2-out double for Zach Cole. OPS north of 1,000 for a reason. Not really a high batting average for an OPS of 1091. But, hey, see it there. Double. Keeping the inning alive for the Astros. That'll bring up Bryce Matthews, batting .228, OPS of 751, 4 homers, and 13 RBIs. Cole takes his lead. Burns checks on him. The pitch. And that's going to be a slider in there for a called strike. You think the Canes sweep the Flyers tonight? Yes, I do. Get them out of there. Get those bums out of there. And again, the Flyers went all out for the Penguins, and they're paying the price for it. The 0-1, swing and a miss, and it's 0-2. They went all out for the Penguins, and those bums are about to be sent home. Won as many second-round games as the Penguins did, those freaking bums. 0-2 counts. Burns checks on the runner, kicks and fires. Just a bit outside on the fastball as it's 1-2. Burns readies. Checks on Cole. The pitch. Little tapper to second. McLean with it. Throws to first for out number 3. All right. Bottom of the second we go. Astros and Reds tied at 0 apiece. Just going to check on something real quick. Again, thank you guys for tuning in today. Feel free to chat down below, talk about whatever you like, and try to get to the chat as often as I can. It's a big part of the channel. Big part of the channel, the chat. All right. Thanks for the stream. Appreciate you, D. Hickey. Appreciate you, man. Yep, we'll see if the Reds can snap out of it. Obviously, the Reds have been not so good. But, you know, it is what it is. I kind of feel bad. You know, I covered the Pirates and Reds that series, and they haven't won since. But the Pirate in me likes it, but obviously, you know, I feel bad for the Reds fans that have subbed to the channel. But, you know, it is what it is, I suppose. I have $9 riding on the Astros. Riding on the Astros. Gotcha. All right, well, we'll see. $9. 9 whole dollars. There we go. We'll see. I don't know. I feel like the streak can only go on for so long. I picked this game because I have a feeling that the Reds will win. But then again, the Astros have probably their best pitcher on the mound. Again, Arrighetti with a 1.96 ERA. He has been lights out for them. One of the few bright spots for the Astros. But like I said, in baseball, you never know. It can just, any given day, anything can happen. Going to start switching back and forth from this game. Oh, no, that's fine. Michael, you do what you got to do. I appreciate it, man. We need the Cubs to start losing. I know, the Cubs just keep doing it, man. They are, again, I just knew the Cubs would be good this year. I picked them to win the division. They are just rocking and rolling. Sal Stewart looks to rock and roll here. He steps on in. Arrighetti rocks and fires. Everyone's rocking. That's going to be a sweeper off the plate, and it's ball one. Sal Stewart batting .245, OPS of 821, 10 homers, and 30 RBIs. As Arrighetti sets, kicks, and deals. That's going to be in there for a called strike, and it's 1-1. One time used text-to-speech. Hey, you know, I don't judge. Externally, anyway. Internally, there might be a lot of judgment, actually. It is what it is. 1-1 counts. The pitch. That's going to be fouled back. It hits the catcher. Vasquez taking a beating there. And it'll be 1-2. Cubs will slide. I hope so. Jeez, they just... I don't know if they've heard of losing. Well, they need to. Yeah, that was just a rough stretch for the Reds. Obviously, again, playing the Pirates, and then you got the Cubs for a 4-game series. Yeah, that's a tough one. Of course, the Astros, I know they're not that, good at record-wise, but they can put up runs. The 1-2, that's going to be jammed and fouled back. Astros, they can put up runs for sure. Problem is the Astros, they allow a lot of runs. That's their issue. And obviously yesterday they played a pretty solid game, or box score wise anyway. 1-2 counts. Arrighetti readies and fires, and that's going to be sent to right, but that is slicing foul, and we'll do it again at 1-2. Kind of a packed house there for the Reds. Got a nice crowd for the Saturday afternoon game. Must be nice to have fans that go to the game. 1-2 counts. The pitch. Ground ball, foul ball. It's just inches away from possibly a double. I think the third baseman was beat there. Reds had the Cubs, 3 straight walk-offs and stuff. Yep. It is very. The 1-2 from Arrighetti. Swung on him as he struck him out. Back-to-back strikeouts for Arrighetti. And that'll bring up Nathaniel Lowe, who's batting .269, OPS of .909, 6 homers and 16 RBIs on the season. Cavs are up 64-48. Well, that's great, I guess. That is great, I suppose. Not really. Again, not an NBA guy, never will be. The pitch. Sweeper in there for a called strike. As it's 0-1 to Lowe. Again, nice stats. Like I said, an OPS north of 900. 0-1 count. Arrighetti readies and fires. That's a fouled back. Pardon me. And it's 0-2. Arrighetti has such a slow windup, but maybe that's what fools the hitters. I don't know, because he doesn't throw that fast compared to the guys of today. That's a ground ball to second. Altuve throws to first for out number 2. All right, 2 away. That'll bring up Spencer Steer. He's batting .246, OPS of .761, 6 homers and 12 RBIs. I think that's what it is. Arrighetti just with this long windup and this fastball about 93, which, again, it's not fast anymore. It's still obviously fast, but definitely not like the flamethrowers of today, as that's going to be a sweeper up the plate, and it's ball 1. Want to know. Arrighetti begins the windup and the pitch. That's going to be popped up. And I think the catcher there is going to try to make a play, and he does. Makes the catch for out number 3. All right, top of the third we go. 0-0 in Cincinnati. Arrighetti has faced 6, and he shut down 6. And pulling for the Reds, as always. Ridiculous on an 8-game losing streak. Yeah, it's really shocking, Liam. Very shocking. But that's just the way it goes. You win some and you lose some. But again, the Reds have proven that they can win. They just gotta, I don't know, they just gotta lock it in. And of course, again, the Astros, like I said, I think they're definitely a lot better than the record says. But we'll see. We'll see how their season progresses. Again, they don't exactly have a tough division. Really, again, the AL is kind of clearly the weaker division, or pardon me, the weaker league. In comparison, of course, to the National League. So, they're still not out of it. I mean, obviously, really no one is this early in the season. Due up for the Astros will be Braden Shoemake, Christian Vasquez, and Jose Altuve. Again, thank you guys for tuning in today. Make sure to leave a like and, of course, sub to the channel. We're at 25 likes. Thank you very much for that. For now, we'll try to get to 50 likes. That seems to be a pretty decent goal. Again, not sure on the turnout today, but, we'll just see. All right, across MLB right now, the Blue Jays lead 2-0 over the Angels. The A's lead 1-0 over the Orioles. And then we have the Nationals leading 3-0 over the Marlins. The Marlins. There's a Marlins fan in the Jaguar Gator 9's chat. It's just very obnoxious about his Marlins. And this is an actual quote. He said, I don't know, we were kind of questioning on like what he thought the Marlins would do this year. He says, well, I'm not delusional. Okay, we'll get about 88 wins. 88 wins. And he says he's not delusional. Crazy stuff. That's going to be a fastball right down the middle as we're back underway here in the top of the 8th. Shoemake again at the plate. He's batting .353, OPS of .1059, 2 homers and 2 RBIs. As Burns rocks and fires at the tapper. Does short. Dela Cruz with it. Throws to first and gets him by a step. For outs number 1. Shoemake hustling down that line. That'll bring up the number 9 hitter. Christian Vasquez, batting .292, OPS of .835, 3 homers and 12 RBIs. Red Sox game postponed. Yeah, I just saw it. Them and the Rays won't be playing today. As Burns delivers, that's a fastball way upstairs, and it's ball 1. Vasquez with a nice batting average. Just looking at the Pirates, or thinking about the Pirates catchers. .292, that would probably never happen for Henry Davis or Joey Bartas. That's a fastball taken outside, and it's 2-0. Count. Burns readies, kicks, and fires. That's a sweeper off the plate. Gets behind Trevino. And again, there's nobody on base, so it doesn't really matter, and it's 3-0. To Vasquez. Burns has surrendered a walk already. The pitch, that's going to be in there for a called strike. And it's 3-1. Again, the walk was to Jordan Alvarez, the number 2 hitter. A little bit different here with the number 9 guy. These are guys you normally would attack, but then again, you have a .292 average. The pitch, and that's going to be fouled back, and from 3-0 to 3-2 we go. As Burns, believe it or not, with no strikeouts so far. Has surrendered 2 hits and a walk in this one. 3-2 counts. Vasquez taking his time. Step back in the box. 3-2. Burns readies, kicks, and deals. That's going to be sent to right. On the run, and a running catch by Benson. Oh, I thought I was going to split the center and right fielders, but no, sir. Benson with an impressive catch, impressive hustle for out number 2. And that'll bring up Jose Altuve, who singled in his first appearance. Rising Rhino just redirected. Apparently Jaguar Gator just did. I appreciate that, guys. Thank you very much. I guess the UFL is over. Folks, make sure to check out Jaguar Gator and Rising Rhino for all your UFL needs. Here's the 0-1. That's a chopper, and that's a foul ball, and it's 0-2. I appreciate that. Yeah, I guess I didn't look at the chat for about a minute there. Kind of a slow game so far, but that's okay. Again, yeah, make sure to check out Jaguar Gator and Rising Rhino. Feel free, of course, to put your links down below, gentlemen. I appreciate it. Here's the 0-2. That's a fastball way outside. And it's 1-2 to Jose Altuve. Red Sox doubleheader on Sunday. Gotcha. Rhino redirect. Thank you again, Giants fan. I appreciate that. The 1-2 to Altuve. That's going to be sent to right. On the run is Benson. Benson at the warning track, making the catch. Up against the wall for out number 3. Benson with a couple of nice plays here in the top of the 3rd to push it to the bottom of the 3rd. 0-0 in Cincinnati. We're on to Cincinnati. Again, appreciate you, Giants fan. Thank you very much. Again, Rhino and Jaguar Gator. Thank you guys for that. I appreciate it. Again, folks, feel free to drop your link down below. Jaguar, Gator, and Rhino. Again, folks, make sure to check out Gator and Rising Rhino. Tomorrow they use pink bats? I think so. I don't remember. They probably do. They probably do. But again, thank you guys for tuning in. I, of course, am Dr. Lay. Feel free to sub to the channel. It is free. Again, you're going to get more baseball. Obviously, it's baseball season. It is indeed baseball season, so that's what I'm doing. Covering as much baseball as I can without trying to break my throat and voice or whatever it is. See, there it is. Right there. On cue. Yeah, I'm not too sure I'm too popular with Jaguar Gators crowd. Oh, it is what it is. Rhino Nation, appreciate you, Durham. Appreciate you, man. Yep, Rising Rhino, a big friend of the channel. We definitely collab together. Probably will collab probably a lot more this year. I'm looking forward to that. Looking forward to some fun. Yeah. Still trying to figure out the dates. I know he said Tuesday nights and Saturdays or something like that. Saturdays, I don't think can happen. Tuesdays, maybe. Tuesdays and Wednesdays are right. So if he said Tuesdays, then we'll try to do Tuesday. But then again, I might have to cover some football on Tuesday every now and then. So it's tough. It's a tough decision here. Tough balance. Yesterday, you pink bats tomorrow. Bob, I'm not going to lie, that one's out of left field. I have no idea. Doing up for the Reds, going to be Chris Benson, Jose Trevino, and Matt McClain as we're back underway in the bottom of the third. As Arrighetti readies and fires. That's going to be a breaking ball in there for a called strike in the outside corner, and it's 0-1. Rode the Rhino raid over to you. Appreciate you, Mr. Green. Thank you again. Thank you, Rising Rhino, for the redirect. As Arrighetti kicks and fires. That's going to be down low. Missing on the curveball, and it's 1-1. One to Benson. Arrighetti again beginning his very slow windup. Kicks and fires. That's a fastball just off the plates. And it's 2-1. 2-1. Arrighetti kicks and deals. That's a fastball right down the middle. And it's 2-2. Pirates Giants. Yeah, of course, I know. Trust me, I'm covering the Pirates. Definitely will cover the Pirates. That's the bread and butter of the summer. The 2-2. That's going to be sent to left. That is going to be a foul ball. Yep, Pirates Giants tonight. Hopefully the Pirates can even up the series. Two and two counts. Arrighetti readies, kicks, and deals. That's a fastball just missing off the plate. And it's 3-2 to Chris Benson. Again, has made some nice plays. Or is it not Chris Benson? It's Will Benson, right? I'm genuinely confused now. Yeah, it's Will Benson. Why did I say who's Chris? The 3-2. That's going to be outside ball 4. So Will Benson. Again, he's the first base runner for the Reds today. Again, made some nice plays out in the outfield. Now he's the first guy on base for the Reds. And that'll bring up Jose Trevino. He's batting 136, OPS of 356, no homers and no RBIs. Thank you again, Giants fans, for tuning in. Thank you for the good wishes. I appreciate that. Yeah, we'll see how this stream goes. The pitch showing bunt. It's down. The catcher Vasquez throws to first, gets him by a step, moves the runner up, though. So Trevino does his job, as Benson is now at second. That'll bring up Matt McClain, who has struggled as of late. He has been He's just looking for some momentum to go his way. He's batting .204, OPS of 624, 3 homers, and 10 RBIs. A little bit of a delay, but now we're back in action. Arrighetti Kicks and fires. Sweeper in there for a called strike right down the middle. A lot of movement on that pitch. A lot of rumblings from Pirates fans on Kelly's lineup yesterday. Hopefully he doesn't sit all his best hitters again. Yeah, I know. That was kind of annoying when I saw the lineup. 0-1 count. Arrighetti rocks and fires. That's a sweeper off the plate, and it's 1-1. How's it going? Rising Rhino, again, feel free to put your link down below. Thank you for the redirect. I do appreciate it. Definitely helps out the channel, of course. 1-1 counts. Arrighetti looks back at second. Rocks and fires. That's going to be hit to left. But it looks like the left fielder's already under it. Makes the catch. Throws it to third. Benson will have to stay at second. All right, that'll flip the lineup over. TJ Friedel will make his way to the plate. 0 for 1 in this one. Like number Edge. Edge. Oh, Edgar James. This guy. I thought of Edge, the WWE superstar. I'm like, what? He does not have a number. That'd be pretty crazy if they did. Arrighetti looks back at Benson. Kicks and deals. Shows bunt. Pulls back. It's in there anyway for a called strike. How's it going, Jorge? I don't know if the Pirates are going to have a good time. The Giants are bringing in a big hitters lineup. We'll see. Should be a good one tonight. I think the Pirates will have their A team out there. They better. I'll be really ticked off if they don't. As that's a grounder to first, and it's a foul ball just inches away. But Walker there, Christian Walker, all over it. Wrong edge, yeah. Again, feel free to put your link down below, Rhino. I definitely don't mind that at all. But yeah. Again, I was talking. Who was it? I forgot who it was earlier. I was just mentioning how we might collab for the schedule. Might do that. I mean, I'm down. I'm definitely down. I don't know what. I'm trying to think how we'd make that entertaining. And of course, we'll collab this week or this year for the football show. As Arrighetti looks back at Friedel, 0-2 count the pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Arrighetti with 3 strikeouts, averaging a strikeout an inning as we go to the top of the 4-0-0 in Cincinnati. Wrong edge. Patrick Bailey. Yep, saw that. Patrick Bailey is now in Cleveland. It'll take skill. To cover it, I guess so. I don't know. Take skill. I don't know. I mean, I, of course, will be excited for it. I'm definitely excited for the schedule. Like, I geek out with that stuff. Like, I'm already picturing, like, where I'm going to watch the games. Like, you know, like in the past I would. I'm not even kidding. I would... Like months on out, I would envision myself sitting on the couch watching whatever game on TV, like whatever game I would probably get, which would probably be a Texans game or something. I'm already picturing what's going to be in my area, what's going to be in the ticker down below. You know, like seeing others, like it's crazy. Like I'm crazy when it comes to football, man. But yes, like I love it. And of course, this year, now that I know this is what I'm doing, I'm going to be probably already looking at the schedule and seeing what am I going to cover. I've been thinking like, what are you going to cover? What is Football Nation going to cover? That's really, again, trying to to speed up the growth. I got to kind of try to stay out of his way, and of course cover what I got to cover, but also again like understand that what's best for business is to not compete with him because he's on a generational run. Probably will be for a few years. But anyway, yeah, definitely ready for the schedule. Definitely ready for it. How's it going, Mary? Welcome on in. Yeah, no, I appreciate it. I'll see you hopefully tonight with the Pirates. Definitely looking forward to a Pirates bounce back. Roger signed yesterday, and he did not. Vibes are bad over here in Cincy. Crazy the difference a week can make. Yeah, I know the Reds just 8 in a row. But maybe today, maybe with me calling the game, we can flip the curse that has just went over in Cincinnati. As we're back underway, Burns kicks and fires. That's a fastball just missing, and it's ball 1 to Yordan Alvarez, who walked in the first inning. And a very impressive year for him. An OPS of 1083. He has been crushing the balls. That's going to be missing down low, 2-0. But yeah, I'm ready for the schedule and just ready for football, man. 2-0. The pitch. Fastball in there for a called strike, 2-1. 98 on the fastball. Last night, the Astros with 4 homers were 3 for 9 in scoring position. Of course, today, well, 0. Zeros across the board for everybody. The 2-1. Fastball high and in. Almost hit Alvarez. And it's 3-1. I'll see you tonight. Yeah, I'll be there. How come Chase Burns has 0 strikeouts? Just the way it goes is that's going to be chopped foul, and it's 3-2. Yeah, kind of pitching to contact today. Again, he's got great stuff, but the Astros are maybe not pitching to contact. I don't think that's what he wants to do, but the Astros are just getting, bat to ball. That's just the way it goes there, JD. Appreciate you, man, for tuning in. But that's just the way the cookie crumbles at times. Count is full to Alvarez, who steps back in the box. Burns readies, kicks, and fires. That's a fastball high. He walked him. So Alvarez walks for his second time today. A leadoff walk for the Astros. And that'll bring up Isaac Paredes, who grounded into a double play in his last appearance. But yeah, definitely already just ready for football. The pitch, that's going to be fouled back. And to Paredes again, 0 for 1 today. Burns, yeah, he's usually filled. He is. He's really good. ERA entering today of 2.20, whip of a 1.02. The 0-1, that's going to be fastball off the plates, and it's 1-1. Doesn't have his best stuff. Well, again, he's allowed 0 runs. That's really what matters. Doesn't really matter how you get your outs. 1-1 count, the pitch. And that's going to be sent to shallow right on the run. And looks like the first baseman, Steer, will make the catch. That forces Alvarez to stay at first. All right, Christian Walker will step on in. He's 0 for 1. The way this is going, who might win? Well, the Astros have been able to get base runners on. They've had 4 base runners. 2 via hits, 2 via walk. The Reds have no hits. They have a walk. It's too early to tell, but I would say just based on the first 3 innings, which is kind of foolish to go with it, I would say the Astros. The pitch, and that's going to be a sweeper off the plate, and it's ball 1. How's it going, Bruce? Welcome on in. And appreciate you, Burley. Reds come through today. Yeah, we'll see. Again, losers of 8 in a row. Looking to stop that losing streak, as that's a slider off the plate, and it's 2-0 to Christian Walker. Two 2-0 count. Burns sets from the stretch, as that's going to be fouled back, and it's 2-1. 98 on the fastball. Again, Burns bringing the philosophy of velocity, I suppose. I don't know what I was trying to go with there, but velocity. Just again, these Astros getting bat to ball. 2-1 count, the pitch. That's going to be sent to right field. Benson's already under it. Stepping forward, makes the catch, throws to first, as Alvarez flirting with danger. Almost got doubled up there, but he's back in time, 2 away. Cam Smith will step on in 0 for 1 in today's ball game. Maybe they should allow corking of the bats to generate more runs. They have admittedly juiced the ball on occasion. They have. I don't know about the corking thing. I don't know. That doesn't really bother me at all, to be honest. The pitch, that's going to be upstairs. Ball 1, 100 on the fastball. Burns, by the way, at 52 pitches. Not a bad pace at all. 1-0 to Smith. Burns sets, kicks, and fires. That's a slider down low, and it's 2-0. I wish they would add a runner on second during extra innings in the series. Well, they already do that. If you're talking about extra innings, Daniel, they already do that. They have the ghost runner at second, and once the 10th inning starts. The 2-0. Swing and a miss. Slider out of the zone, got him to chase. And it's 2-1. Two and 1 to Smith. Burns readies and fires. Fastball at the knees for a called strike. Smith is going to challenge. That was close. I think it caught the zone, but I could be wrong. Let's see here. Just caught the zone. What a pitch. I mean, that is just unfair. And it's 2-2 to Smith. 100 at the knees, and it just barely catches the zone. Here's the pitch, and that's going to be a check swing. Did he go? And he did not, and the count is full to Smith. Count is full. Burns kicks and fires. Swung on and missed. He struck him out. That is Burns' first strikeout of the day as we go to the bottom of the fourth. 0-0 in Cincinnati. Let's see it right here. Serves again as a replay. Again, thank you guys for tuning in. Make sure to hit the like button and sub to the channel. It is free. We're at 36 likes, trying to get to 50. 50 likes, I'll take it. Realistically 75, but we'll start. We'll do baby steps. That's kind of how you do things. But yeah, thank you guys for tuning in. Again, I'm more of a Pirates guy, but I do bounce around from time to time. I'm sure some of the Reds fans here do recognize me as I've covered some Reds games already. I think I've covered 8 or 9 games already for the Reds, so I've done it quite a bit. Yeah, I think I've done. Yeah. So this is the 10th Reds game that I have done. Astros, again, not going to try to fool you. I don't really cover the Astros. It's actually the first time I've covered them. And I started doing this last year. So in 14 months of doing this on YouTube, this is the first time the Astros have been covered on the channel. Mostly because I live in Texas and I'm in the blackout zone. This is on national TV on FS1. So, again, appreciate you guys for tuning in. Make sure to leave a like and sub to the channel. It is free. Again, Astros fans, my pitch to you would be, again, if you love the NFL, college football, make sure to subscribe to the channel because that is my bread and butter. That's where I'm at my best. Like, it's not even close. So if you think I'm doing an all right job here, it's just way better in football. The crowd, the chat, again, is pretty lively. It's just a fun time. Again, you can look at my past lives, sort by popular, you'll see that football. I mean, that is, yeah. That's where it's at for me, and that's how I like it because I'm a football guy through and through. But that is pretty much it. Do it for the Reds. It's J.J. Bleday, Ellie De La Cruz, and Sal Stewart. Arrighetti fires, and that's going to be a ground ball to first. Walker with it, steps on the bag for out number 1. 1 pitch, 1 out. That'll bring up Ellie De La Cruz, who struck out in his first appearance. Football. I didn't realize you were still here. Thank you, Rhino. I don't know how long people check in and check out. I appreciate that. Arrighetti readies, kicks, and fires. That's a fastball down below at the shins. And it's 1-0 to Ellie De La Cruz. From my research and scouting, Astros struggle against right-handed pitching. Well, that's pretty good scouting there. So far, I guess that is true, as that's a sweeper in there for a called strike. That was sweeping across the plate there. What a pitch, and it's 1-1. Arrighetti, again, has been very impressive as he Kicks and fires. Grounder and diving attempt by Altuve. Can't make the play as Ellie is the first hit of the day for the Reds. Again, they've already been on base via a walk, but that is the first hit. And, of course, that is a huge problem for the Astros as Ellie De La Cruz, he's really good when he's on the bases. That'll bring up Sal Stewart, who also struck out in his first appearance. Got to run, do some food shopping. Oh, yeah, no, for sure. Do your thing. And appreciate you, Rhino, for tuning in. As Arrighetti readies and fires. That's a fastball on the outside corner for a called strike. Oh, 0-1 to Stewart. De La Cruz at first. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Fastball upstairs, and it's 0-2. So the Reds should get the win in a low-scoring affair. We'll see. I mean, right now, yeah, not much scoring. Reds again looking for a win. Losers of 8 in a row. There's no way can keep on going, right? You'd think. Pickoff attempt, but De La Cruz is back safe and sound. Reds with red pants. Red shirt, red helmet. I think it's a little too much red for me. The 0-2 swung on and missed. He struck him out. Got him to chase the fastball out of the zone. Gonna bring up Nathaniel Lowe's 0 for 1 today. Arrighetti again entered today. I'll mention it again. 1.96 on the ERA. That is just impressive. The pitch. That is inside ball 1. Obviously, again, this is only a small sample size, but compared to, and Paul Skeens last year had a 1.96 ERA as well. Of course, that was over 33 starts. But, I mean, this is very impressive. 1-0. Arrighetti delivers. That's going to be inside. Throws to second, and he is out. Ellie is thrown out. Unbelievable. Ellie is thrown out at second, and that is a tough guy to throw out. Unbelievable. We go to the top of the 5th. Your score 0-0 in Cincinnati. Man, that is tough. All right, let me see if I can look at the... Yeah, I can't even look at the poll. It's so dumb. I have to check my phone for the poll. All right, who do we have winning? 58 votes in, 52% with the Astros, 48% with the Reds. So it's pretty split. Pretty split on that. The NBA playoffs just keep getting lamer and lamer. The NBA is lame. The NBA is pathetic. I'm sorry. I just can't watch it. It's just bad. It's just bad. The NBA is bad. The WNBA is bad. I don't know. Again, college basketball is peak basketball. That is the highest form of basketball in the Dr. DeLay canon. That's just the way it is. So, I can't do it. And that's why I don't cover it. All right, we'll check out some scores across the MLB, because why not? The Blue Jays 8, Angels nothing, A's 4, Orioles 0, and the Nationals 4, Marlins 0. So everything else is kind of one-sided. This one close. Sorry, just the NBA is just bad. It is just a bad product, but it is what it is. People like it, so that's cool. I do not. But less and less people are liking it throughout the years, I can tell you that. I am nice enough though, to keep the score on the ticker right here for the NBA. Red's not going to win with plays like that. Yeah, that was a bummer there for Dela Cruz. Normally so good, but couldn't quite nab second as we're back here in the top of the fifth. As that pitch is outside, ball one. Zach Cole doubled in his first appearance. OPS now climbing to 1250. The 1-0 from Burns, as that's going to be popped up. McLean appears to be under it, and he makes the catch for out number one. All right, Bryce Matthews will step on in 0 for 1 in this one. Water is wet. Water, actually, I don't know about all that. I don't know about all that. I forget the reasoning, though. I saw a video that just really got me. Like, yeah, I don't know if water's wet. All right, here's the pitch. That's going to be a chopper to third, and that chops foul. And we'll have to do it again. 0-1 to Burn, or pardon me, to Matthews. I apologize. Again, Matthews 0 for 1. Burns on the mound. Same with the screwball. I think Devin Williams does. I want to say Devin Williams does. There aren't many pitchers that do it. I think there's the pitch. That's a swing and a miss, and it's 0-2. I think some Japanese pitchers throw the screwball, I believe. I'll have to think about that. I don't think Yamamoto does. I don't know if it's Maeda or somebody else. That's going to be a fastball outside, and it's 1-2. Point made, I guess so. No, a couple of screwballs. This guy. This guy. 1-2 counts. Burns kicks and fires. Ground ball to second. McLean with it. Tosses to first for out number 2. Again, thank you guys for tuning in. JFK and Casey, thank you guys. Keeping me company for this one. That'll bring up Braden Shoemake 0 for 1 in today's ball game. Again, a lot of people 0 for 1. Obviously, as you can tell by the score, it is a fast-moving game. It's only been an hour, and we're already in the fifth. And obviously, no runs, no offense. The pitch, and that's going to be a swing and a miss. It's 0-1. This guy. Hey, indeed. 0-1. Burns readies as he rocks and fires. That's going to be outside, and it's 1-1. Burns kicks and fires. That's going to be yanked to right. Benson at the warning track. That ball is gone. And the Astros get the first run on the board, breaking up the shutout here as they lead 1-0. That is Shoemake's third homer of the season. Kind of just reached for it too, just got under it and just yanked it to right. That'll bring up Christian Vasquez. The pitch, that's going to be a slider up and in as it's ball one. Daniel likes it. Go Stros. 1-0 count. Burns kicks and fires. That's going to be missing upstairs as well, and it's 2-0. What do you think? The NBA started being a bad product? I don't know. I just remember me enjoying it in the 2000s, even early 2010s. It was pretty good. The 2-0, that's going to be upstairs. Missing, and it's 3-0. I would even argue, even with the Golden State Warriors, it was still good. Like when Steph Curry was first starting doing all the threes, I think that was still really fun. But then when everyone started doing it, I think that's when it happened. So, I don't know, whenever that time frame would be. That's a 4-pitch walk, by the way. Loses the number 9 hitter. I would say that is probably when it happened, when everyone started copying Steph. All right, that'll bring up Altuve. Before we do that, that's actually going to bring out the Reds pitching coach. Going to have a little chat with Burns, who might be a little rattled after the homer. And Nick says that's game. That is tough. Was there a drum banging in the background? I don't think so. Homer indeed. Yep. Homer. All right. I need to use this button more. That's so great. I'm glad no one has thought I use this a lot. Like whenever I'm going to go out in the woods and probably just do this to myself. Luckily, no one seems to be bothered by that, so that's good. And if they were, well, too bad. Anyway, don't have to do that today. You're not at the moment. The Pirates don't play till later. All right, so the mound visit is over. Meeting of the minds has concluded. Jose Altuve at the plate. He's 1 for 2. Here on this beautiful Saturday. The pitch showing bunt, pulls back. That's in the dirt, ball 1. Time to get Burns out. He's getting tired. Maybe. I don't know about all that. He's at 71 pitches. You have a favorite baseball announcer? I always like Jack Buck and Vin Scully. I like John Miller. John Miller and Greg Brown. Those would be my two favorites. Announcers. The 1-0, that's going to be in the dirt as well, and it's 2-0. Maybe Bruce is correct. Two 2-0 counts. Burns sets. Rocks and fires. Grounder to short. Dela Cruz throws to second for the force. And the inning is over. All right, again, the first run of the game brought to you by Braden Shoemake. A homer to right, breaking the scoreless tie in Cincinnati. Astros leading 1-0 as we go to the bottom of the 5th. Pirates lineup, I'm obviously not able to look at that right now, Bob. Just saying. Cannot cover that. Cannot do that right now. If they did release it, then, yep, like I said, I've been doing this for the last hour. So I've been a little bit preoccupied. Ricky, welcome on in. Good to see. I know you're a Reds fan. Come on, Reds, and end this long losing streak. Yeah, I know the Reds have... They just... Right now, again, if the game were to end, the Reds would be at a 9-game losing streak. They would be at 500. They were 20-11 when they went to Pittsburgh. Now here, they are 20-19. Do it for the Reds. Looking to turn it around. Nathaniel Lowe, Spencer Steer, and Will Benson. Again, thank you guys for tuning in. I do appreciate it. Make sure, again, to leave a like and, of course, sub to the channel. It is free. Trying to get to 50 likes. We're at 40. 40 likes. 50 likes would be pretty good. The Giants line, like I said, I haven't been able to look at it at all, obviously. I'm calling this game, so I can't really take my attention off it. So, yeah. And to be honest with you, Bob, it's going to be okay whether you know the lineup now or not, because the lineup will be the lineup in 4 hours when the game starts. So, yeah. But, anywho, yeah, again, make sure to like and sub. It is free. Again, I call a lot of baseball. Of course, I call mostly Pirates. But I do bounce around from time to time. And, of course, I cover the Reds quite a bit. As this is now their 10th game on the channel. Back in action here. Eric Getty, by the way, at 46 pitches. He has been very efficient. As Nathaniel Lowe will step on in 0 for 1 in today's ball game. As Eric Getty kicks and fires. Swing and a miss. And Lowe. Or pardon me, Lowe, not Lau. Lowe looked he looked off. Yeah, he's going to ask for time. that would make sense because he just looked way off on that swing. It looked clunky. Looked like he didn't want to swing. Arrighetti has the Reds in a blender. But maybe the Reds can dig themselves out of it. 0-1 counts. Arrighetti readies and fires. That's going to be a fastball off the plate, and it's 1-1. Nathaniel Lowe batting .266, 6 homers, 16 RBIs on the year. OPS of .898. 1-1 counts. The pitch. That's sent back, and that is a foul ball. 1-2. Arrighetti is just... He's been very impressive. Again, the Astros not known for their pitching this year. In fact, I think they're dead last. Arrighetti's been one of the bright spots. The 1-2, that's in the dirt. 2-2. Curveball. Got away from him there. Two and two count. Arrighetti kicks and deals. Swung on and missed. He struck him out. 93 on the fastball. Again, it's not like he's throwing fast, but he is just mixing up his pitches. His windup is really slow, so it might be throwing off the timing of the Reds. 5 strikeouts now for Arrighetti. And that'll bring up Spencer Steer, who looks to steer the Reds in the right direction. 0 for 1 in this one. Arrighetti delivers. That's right down the middle for a called strike. 93 on the fastball. 0-1 count. The pitch. And that's going to be hit to left. That'll drop in for a base hit. As Spencer Steer steers his way to first. Again, maybe that's what the Reds need. Just need a base runner. Force Arrighetti to pitch out of the stretch, which he hasn't really done much today. Again, that was only the 3rd base runner for the Reds. And that'll bring up Will Benson, who was the 1st base runner for the Reds. He walked in his first appearance. Arrighetti sets from the stretch. Showing bunt, pulls back, throw to second, and he is safe. So Spencer Steer's able to steal a base, but not Ellie De La Cruz. Makes sense of that. As Spencer Steer steering his way into scoring position. I will stop with the steering, but I mean, again, his last name is Steer. I don't know what you want. All right, 1-0 to Benson. Base hit could tie this game. Arrighetti sets, looks back at Steer, kicks and deals. That's a sweeper inside, and it's 2-0. OPS of 734 on the year. Again, batting .211, 2 homers and 4 RBIs. Try to get you the stats, but they don't really show them often. 2-0. Arrighetti looks back at Steer. The pitch. That is off the plate, and it's 3-0, but it's going to be called a strike. Never mind, and it's 2-1. Benson doesn't challenge. Wow. You'll get to see the replay right over there. I thought that was a little off. Closer than I thought, but still. 2-1 counts. The pitch. And that's going to be down low. 3-1 to Will Benson. Bruce pulling for the Reds. Steer takes his lead. Arrighetti sets. Checks on Steer. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Change up below the zone, and it's 3-2. There's yet to be a moment where the Reds have had multiple base runners on at the same time. 3-2. The pitch. Down low, ball 4. So there you go. The Reds with runners on first and second with 1 out. And that'll bring up the number 8 hitter, arguably the worst hitter, though, in the Reds lineup today, Jose Trevino. It's 0 for 1, of course. Entering the game, Trevino was batting .136. See if they have an updated batting average for you. All right, Trevino digs in. Again, runners at first and second with 1 out. Arrighetti sets, checks on Steer. The pitch. That's a chopper, and it chops foul. Trevino batting .130. Okay, it was a sac bunt. I apologize. So they're going to count that as a sac bunt. So he's still batting .136. Okay, that's good to know. 0-1 counts. Marigetti sets, rocks, and fires. That's going to be poked to right. On the run is the right fielder, and he makes the... Oh, he drops the ball! Oh, it's out of his glove! He throws it in. Steer's going to have to hold at third. Bases loaded. It was going to be a long run for him, and he misplayed it off his glove. I'm going to assume that's an error, but again, he had to make a long run there towards the right field line. Unbelievable stuff. Cam Smith kind of... Oh, man, again, he had to run a long ways, but it is what it is. I'll just say error. Why not? But regardless, doesn't matter. Bases loaded. 1 out. Matt McClain at the plate, the pitch. That's going to be a fastball down low, ball 1. You're very good, Justice. Oh, thank you, Tim. I appreciate it. I do not have a college degree, so I would not be hired. But I appreciate that. 1-0 counts. Arrighetti sets. Kicks and deals. That'll be hit to left. That's going to drop in for a base hit. 1 run's going to score. They're waving home another. The throw to the plate. Oh, and it gets past the catcher. 2-run score. It's 2-1, runners on second and third with still 1 out. Just like that, the Reds have taken the lead. They looked dead in the water prior to this inning. Spencer Steer steering the game in the right direction for the Reds. Again, got on with a single, then a walk, and of course Trevino sent it to right. Cam Smith had a long way to go. Could not secure the catch, went off his glove. Low to the bases, and Matt McClain with a 2 RBI single. And he advanced to second on the throwing error, or I guess the catcher error. Couldn't secure it. And there's going to be a mound visit here in the bottom of the 5th with 1 out, as the pitching coach is going to just trying to calm down Arrighetti. My, oh my, how the turntables. It's a little league error. Let's go, Justin loving it. Denny said something, then retracted. I have no idea, but appreciate you, Denny, for tuning in. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. Again, Justin, thank you for tuning in as well. Timestamp, of course. All right, looks like we're back and ready to go. Again, TJ Friedel will step on in 0 for 2. 4 consecutive base runners for the Reds. TJ will try to make it number 5. Arrighetti will try to stop the bleeding. Arrighetti checks on the runners. Kicks and fires. That's going to be fouled back. And it's 0-1. The Big Red Machine, apparently. They actually scored. They did. And they still have an opportunity to bring in more. With, again, both runners in scoring position. 0-1 count to Friedel. Arrighetti rocks and fires. That's a fastball way outside. And it's 1-1. Arrighetti sets, kicks, and deals. That's going to be a changeup off the plate, and it's 2-1. 81 on the changeup. Arrighetti clearly rattled. He had been so solid. So solid prior to this inning. The pitch. That's a curveball off the plate, and it's 3-1 of Friedel. Arrighetti. Again, just wild at the moment. 3-1 counts. He kicks and deals. Swing and a miss. 3-2 curveball right down the middle. Bruce and Ricky pulling for the Reds to keep it going. Friedel steps back in again. A full counts. 1 out. Runners on second and third. The Reds have just taken lead 2-1. Looking for more. The pitch. Off the plate. Ball 4. Curveball could not quite backdoor him. And the bases are once again loaded. This time it'll be J.J. Bleday coming to the plate. He's 0 for 2 today, but again, the Reds are kind of rolling. 5 consecutive base runners. Arrighetti at 70 pitches. The pitch as Bleday sends this to center. Shallow center. I don't know if it's deep enough to score the run. Center fielder makes the catch. Throws to the plate. And it was a good throw. That's going to force Trevino back to third. Yeah, Bleday kind of blew it with that one for the Reds. And now there's 2 away. And that'll bring up Elly De La Cruz. It's 1 for 2 today. Reds fans rising to their feet. Trying to get behind Cruz. Again, De La Cruz, 1 for 2. OPS of 859, batting .274 on the year, 10 homers and 28 RBIs. Arrighetti kicks and fires. That's going to be a breaking ball off the plate, and it's ball 1. Chase Burns still pitching. He should be. I mean, he left the top of the 5th. I mean, he was still pitching there. I imagine he'll be back for the 6th. I could be wrong, but I would be shocked if they took him out. 1-0 count. Arrighetti sets, rocks, and fires. Checked his swing. It's in the dirt. 2-0. In the UK, people go on YouTube or Love Island or Big Brother. Yeah, I guess so. I appreciate it, Tim. Yeah, that's okay. Again, I mean, if I can make it on here, I'll be fine. I mean, I get to work for myself and get to call whatever I want, really. So I think this could be really paying off in the future. The 2-0. That's going to be hit to left. That's going to drop in for a base hit. 1 run's going to score. Rounding another. The throw to the plate, and he is out. What a throw by Zach Cole. But the Reds do get a run. Well, they get 3 that inning. 3-1, the Reds lead as they go to the top of the 6th here in Cincinnati. Appreciate you, Malam. Appreciate you, John. Thank you very much. Brian, again, thank you. Yeah, the Phillies fans were pretty great to me yesterday. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. All right, let's check out some scores real quick. The Blue Jays leading 10-0 over the Angels. The A's leading 5-0 over the Orioles, and the Nationals leading 4-2 over the Marlins. All right. Again, thank you guys for tuning in. Make sure to leave a like and, of course, sub to the channel. It is free. It is free. $0, 0 cents. It just makes sense to sub to the channel. Again, $0, 0 cents. No hidden fees. No taxes. It is free as can be. Again, I'll be back, of course, for my Pirates today and tomorrow. That's normally what I cover during baseball season. Again, I'm a football channel, so if you're a football fan, make sure to sub to the channel. It is free. Again, that is where I do my best. I do my best when it comes to... I'm not leaving, I promise. Just have to adjust this dang chair. But yeah, just go to my live section. Check out the popular section. You'll see all the football that I've covered and why I boast about the football part of the channel. Do it for the Astros will be Jordan Alvarez, Isaac Paredes, and Christian Walker. How's it going, Orville? Welcome on in. Worthy pulling for the Astros. Gotcha, man. Again, appreciate you tuning in. But, yeah, that's pretty much it. I don't really have much else to say. Subscriber Doc will have to go back to doing taxes. Doing my own tax is kind of tough now for this, you know, since I'm a business owner now. It's kind of neat, but it's also a lot more steps. A lot more steps now. What could have been done in 20 minutes now takes about an hour. So, yeah, anyway, thank you again for tuning in, folks. We're back in action. Chase Burns is back on the mound to answer that question. Here's the pitch. That's going to be a slider in the dirt, and it's ball 1. Jordan Alvarez is walked both times. He has walked both times. OPS rising to 1086. The 1-0. That's going to be in there for a called strike. And it's 1-1. Fastball on the outside corner. Hit the like button again. Appreciate it, Ricky. 1-1 count. Burns readies, rocks, and fires. That's going to be hit to right. That'll drop in for a base hit, probably two. Benson's there. He goofs it up, throws it in, and for sure Alvarez gets in easily with the leadoff double. Benson trying to play it off the wall, and then his glove just kind of pushed it further out into right. Which, of course, Alvarez not exactly the fastest guy in the world. So if Benson was able to play it properly, would have been an interesting play there. But Benson, again, kind of kicked off his glove even more. Late throw. All right, so runner at second. Paredes at the plate, as that's going to be a slider in the dirt. Oh, he doesn't know where it is. But, again, Alvarez not fast. Ball one. Isaac Paredes is 0 for 2 today. Looking for his first hit of the day. Yeah, 50 likes. Again, thank you guys so much for that. I do appreciate it. Trying to now get to 75. That's the goal now. We'll see if that's attainable, as that's a breaking ball in there for a called strike, and it's 1-1. Doc is a beast. Appreciate you, man. That's my bread and butter, man. That's where I shine. It's not even close. 1-1 counts. Burns kicks and fires. That is upstairs, and it's 2-1. Take your chair to a custom lowrider shop. Yeah, right. I don't know. It just I have to adjust it like 2 times a stream. Sometimes 3 if the game goes long. 2-1. Burns looks back and delivers. That's going to be sent to left center. See who's going to call for it. Looks like Friedel calls for it and makes the catch. 1 away for the Astros, and Christian Walker will step on in. He's 0 for 2 today. Again, appreciate you, Brian. Yeah, no, it's fun. Again, hopefully I see you back here for football. Like I said, that's where it's at. That's where it's at. Ready for the NFL. Ready for the schedule release, man. I geek out for even that. Already imagining what I'm going to be calling week 1, week 2, whatever. The pitch. That's going to be a sweeper off the plate. And it's ball 1 to Christian Walker, the cleanup hitter with 9 homers, 27 RBIs on the year, OPS of 906. Had a nice year so far. Burns looks back at second. The pitch. Swing and a miss. 99 on the fastball. And it's 1-1. Again, Burns with a very impressive repertoire of pitches. Surprisingly, only 1 strikeout today. The pitch, as that's going to be popped up. Walker looks disgusted. McLean is going to be called off as Steer calls it and makes the catch. So 2 away. Again, doesn't matter about the strikeouts. All that matters really is about the earned runs. And he's only allowed 1. But Cam Smith will look to make up for his mistake, as he is 0 for 2 today. Burns looks back, kicks and fires. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. Just had a look at the MLB salary. 2026 Pirates way down there. Overachieving based on what they spend. Do you think they get to a World Series anytime soon? I don't know about that, but this year I think playoffs is doable. I really do. The 0-1, that is in there for a called strike in the inside corner. That is a tough pitch to swing at. 0-2. I think your live stream record is 6 hours for the rain delay and extras. Maybe. I think actually the Rays one went 7. I could be wrong. The 0-2 to Smith. That's a breaking ball in the dirt, and it's 1-2. I'm actually curious now. Check it out. I'll have to check that. I wish you could sort by time. Yeah, that'd be a good feature to have. 1-2 counts. Burns readies. Checks on the runner. Kicks and fires. Swung on and missed. He struck him out. Burns very animated after that one. We go to the bottom of the 6th. The Reds lead 3-1 over the Astros. Due up for the Reds will be Sal Stewart, Nathaniel Lowe, and Spencer Steer. Wild card. Oh, you're talking about the Pirates? Yeah, I could see wild card. I'd be very happy with a wild card. I mean, I would be ecstatic. I would be over the moon if the Pirates made it to the wild card. So, but again, long season to go. I mean, it's not even really worth discussing, to be honest with you. But I do appreciate the question. Please don't take that as, offense. Like, I'm trying to brush. No, by no means. But it's just very early. It's still May. I have to deal with obviously, again, I appreciate the Phillies for last night, but they were just losing their minds, for that game. Again, one game out of 162. Baseball is definitely a sum of all the parts sport. Some of its parts. Individually, not really a big deal, but the sum is what matters. They're not trying to, again, play to win the game. Here's the... So I completely agree with that, but at the same time, baseball, again, there's just 162. Each individual game, not as big of a deal. It's more of, again, I look at it as series. I look at it as a series. I look at it as road trips. Oh, it's a 6-game road trip. All right, let's just try to go 3-3. Oh, I have a 7-game homestand. Let's go 4-3. Let's just kind of see that. You go above 500 at home and then 500 on the road. You're probably going to playoffs. So that's really where I'm at with how I view the Pirates and just really baseball in general. I don't know. I wish more people would adopt that philosophy. Maybe we'd have a little bit more sanity when it comes to some of the reactions I see on the chat and on the internet when it comes to all these baseball stuff. So again, football a little bit different. There's only a select few of those, so I can understand the frustrations. Even then, I'm like, hey, it's just one game at a time. But I'm not going to push back on that as much. Back in action here, Sal Stewart, 0 for 2 today. He's 1-0 in the count so far as that missed upstairs. 1-0 to Stewart as Arrighetti readies, kicks, and fires. That's a sweeper off the plate, but it's called a strike. Stewart's going to challenge, and I believe he's going to win. Rays versus Pirates. Yeah, that was crazy. That was a crazy game. That one's off the plate. Yeah, so Stewart wins the challenge, and that'll make it 2-0. Play on call the All-Star game. I should be here for that. I should be. 2-0 counts. Arrighetti readies and fires. That is going to be a sweeper in there for a called strike, and it's 2-1 to Stewart. Worthy saying the Astros will have some 7th inning magic. We shall see. Count is 2-1 to Stewart. The pitch, and that's going to be fouled back, and it's 2-2. If you're just tuning in, the Reds leading 3-1 over the Astros. The Reds exploded for 3 runs in the bottom of the 5th. Looking to keep the momentum going. Sal Stewart looking for his first hit as well. 2-2. Arrighetti readies, kicks, and fires. Ground ball off Arrighetti's leg. Altuve couldn't quite get to it as it skips into center field. So Sal Stewart's his first hit of the game, a leadoff single for the Reds in the bottom of the 6th as they look to again pick off where they left off. Pick up where they left off. What an idiot. I'm an idiot. And that'll bring up Nathaniel Lowe, 0 for 2 in today's ball game. I don't even watch baseball when it feels like the Dodgers are just going to three-peat. No, I mean, I feel you. I do. But you have to imagine they're not going to. Honestly, again, the NL has some solid teams. It's going to be an interesting playoff for the NL side of things, and that's going to be upstairs ball 1. The AL probably, I mean, there's really not many teams. I mean, the Yankees and probably the Rays. I mean, they're the only ones that look really good. 1-0 count. Arrighetti sets, kicks, and deals. Swing and a miss, and it's 1-1. But like I said, it's still early. You never know. Again, the Astros obviously have a great offense. They get the pitching figured out. They could be back in it. They're 8-8 since their disastrous start to the year. So they're trying to ready the ship. The Reds, again, trying to get back into the win column. The pitch, that's going to be a changeup off the plate, and it's 2-1. Like number 54, appreciate it. Trying to get to 75. That'll be pretty cool. That'll work. 2-1 to low. The pitch. That is in there for a called strike. Just getting the call. Just got a little bit of the zone there. And it's 2-2 to low. Arrighetti sets. Kicks and deals. That'll be fouled back. It's once again 2-2. Who do you think is the best team in the AL in terms of batting and pitching? Probably the Yankees. I mean, the Yankees have pretty much dominated. Again, that's the thing. You know, the Yankees have really beat up on a lot of teams that aren't that great. They're apparently 1-5. Well, I guess 1-6 now with the loss last night against teams with a winning record. The 2-2, that's going to be in the dirt, and it's 3-2. So, I don't know. It's really still a lot of baseball left, but right now the AL just really looks inferior. It clearly does. But like I said, it's only May, so maybe that's not the case going forward. 3-2, pickoff attempt, and he did not get it, and looks like Stewart will go to second. They're going to call a balk. Wow, so a balk by Arrighetti. Yeah, he flinched. Wow, that is not what you need if you're Arrighetti or the Astros. The pitch, and that's going to be a chopper foul. Every fifth day, this guy. Well, he's also not a lefty. He's a righty. Mizorowski's a righty. Ricky pulling for the Reds. Well, again, Stewart in scoring position. 3-2 count. Arrighetti with the balk. The pitch, and that's going to be poked into left on the run. Left fielder making a running catch. Oh, what a play there by Zach Cole, forcing Stewart to go back to second. A nice running catch, and there's one away. That'll bring up Spencer Steer, who got the rally started there in the previous inning, 1 for 2. Every game is important to some degree, but yes, it's a long old season. I was watching the Angels versus the Blue Jays earlier. It was unbelievable that the Angels never got the lead or scored a run. Yep, some games are just like that. Some games, again, are just blowouts. As it looks like Arrighetti and the catcher there, Vasquez, are going to have a little chat. Let's see how they'll attack Spencer Steer. And Boom was a 7-run inning for the Blue Jays. Yep. All right, let's play the Yankees later. Yep, we play everybody. You're Gert Orville. You're good, man. Not a big deal. But yes, he is a righty. Now, if it's football knowledge, then I will definitely critique you more. I hold you to a higher standard there. As Arrighetti's going to look back Stewart to the bag. Arrighetti, again, clearly not the same. Again, the first 4 innings, this guy looked like he was elite. And again, his numbers have been that. Again, an ERA entering today below a 2, but that'll not be the case. Almost hits him. Throw to third, and he is safe. Paredes asking to check on it. He is safe. Wow, Stewart with 8 stolen bases on the year. That was close. Very close indeed. Oh my gosh. Yeah, he just beat it. So again, the Reds now a runner with a run potential run just 90 feet away. Steer at the plate, the 1-0. That's going to be inside, and it's 2-0. Last year's World Series was David versus Goliath. Blue Jays nearly did it, yep. It was close. One of the few times I pulled for Canada over the USA. 2-0. The pitch. That's a sweeper away off the plate, and it's 3-0. Remember when the Casey Royals won the World Series? There's always hope. There is. But, like I said, the NL seems to be very, very competitive, very tough. The best baseball teams are in the NL. So if the Pirates get to the playoffs, they definitely earned it. But definitely need to start picking up some wins. The 3-0, right down the middle for a called strike. 92 on the fastball. Arrighetti, by the way, at 90 pitches. So don't expect him to be out there for the 7th. Might not even finish the inning, depending on what happens here. 3-1. Arrighetti kicks and fires. Oh, and it hits Steer. It hits Steer's bats. Oh, man, that is unlucky. That was way inside. Steer trying to hold up, but no, it just caught the bats. So it's registered as a foul ball. The count is now full. Three and two. Arrighetti kicks and fires. That's going to be fouled back as it hits Vasquez. Steer checking on Vasquez. Good sportsmanship there from Vasquez and Steer. Once again, a 3-2 count. Reds with the runner at third. The 3-2. Grounder. Oh, what a play by the shortstop, Shoemake. What a catch. Keeping Stewart at third. Unbelievable. That is almost unfair. The infield playing in very fast reflexes. Keeping this a 3-1 ball game. We do have a mound visit. Arrighetti shaking his head. And it looks like that's going to be it for Arrighetti. So a pitching change for the Astros. Arrighetti is done. 5 2/3. Let's see here. He had 4 strikeouts. He is responsible for the runner at third. So we'll see. Apparently he's only allowed 1 earned run. I guess that error out there in right, yes, that might have knocked down the earned runs for him. But he is responsible again for that runner on third. So we'll see how that goes. Again, pitching change in the bottom of the 6th. Yeah, the Dodgers definitely are pretty good there, Oval. But anyway, it is what it is. Reds win today. We'll see, Marlon. Appreciate you for tuning in. Yeah, the Reds leading for the moment. 13 likes to 70. We're going. Dr. Dino is pitching for the Bucks. I think it's Ashcraft, Braxton Ashcraft. So, feel pretty good about that. Feel great about that. But again, thank you guys for tuning in. Make sure to leave a like and, of course, sub to the channel. It is free at 57 likes. Trying to get to 75. Trying to flip those numbers. Trying to put the 7 and the 10 spot and the 5 and the 1s. So make sure, again, to like and sub. It is free. Again, I do mostly the Pirates. I'm a Pirates guy. But I do bounce around from time to time, as obviously, you can see with this stream. This is actually, again, my 10th Red stream of the year, believe it or not. Again, for the Astros fans here, not going to lie, probably won't be covering you guys much. But, again, if you like football, make sure to sub to the channel. It is free. That's where the channel is at its best. That's where I'm at my best. That's when the chat is at its best. So, yeah, make sure to sub it up. Appreciate the MLB stream, but with you being a Steeler fan, what do you think of McCarthy hiring? I think it's pretty good. You can achieve anything with Uncle Rogers. Well, I just respectfully disagree, Tim. I mean, not saying that Rodgers is going to lead us to the promised land, but he's definitely a better quarterback than anyone we would roll out there. And I find the idea of just rolling out, let's put out Drew Aller or Will Howard, just, let's see what the kid has. I think that's probably some of the stupidest ideas I've ever heard, because you don't just put out somebody that's unproven just to see if that's what he has. If he's the guy. You can find that out in training camp and preseason, really. And if he doesn't take the spot from Rodgers or whatever, then he's clearly not the guy. So I don't know. I think Rogers gives us the best chance to win now. And again, the Steelers don't tank. The Steelers do not tank. That's not what they do. Will Benson at the plate. He's walked in both appearances. Runner at third with 2 outs. De Los Santos, the new pitcher for the Astros, and that's in there for a call strike, and it's quickly 0-2. So 0-2 here to Benson. De Los Santos rocks and fires. That's going to be fouled back. And it's 0-2. Orville doesn't see the Steelers. Yeah, that's not a shock. Not a shock there, Orville. To apologize. FS1 is just froze. Now it's back in action. All right. 0-2 counts. De Los Santos sets. Rocks and fires. Called strike 3 on the outside corner. He struck him out. Backwards K there for De Los Santos. We go to the top of the 7th. Reds leading 3-1 over the Astros. As Worthy is saying, time for Astros magic. See if I can get back to the live part. Yeah, we're good. But yeah, hopefully I didn't sound like a jerk. But I just don't like the idea. I'm not saying that you thought of the idea to start Will Howard or whoever else that the Steelers have, but again, you play to win the game. It's the same quote again. I'll play it again. So Rogers, again, I think he actually played pretty well considering the weapons that he had last year. I think ideally I'd like to see another receiver be signed because I still don't think we upgraded sufficiently at the receiver position, but didn't look bad. He didn't look bad at all. But yeah, just the idea to throw away a season just because, well, we got to see what Howard looks like, the 6th round pick. I just find that to be ridiculous. 12 of the 14 teams last year had a 1st round pick at quarterback. And I don't think Steelers fans have realized that you really need a 1st round pick. Not saying that's a guarantee. Obviously, there's so many busts, but it definitely increases your chances of being legit. Again, the Steelers themselves, Ben Roethlisberger taking the 1st round, Terry Bradshaw taking the 1st round. So it's just there. For some reason, the Steeler fans just think have lost the plot. A lot of people have. That's okay. That's why I'm here. That's why I'm here with the platform, trying to help out the masses when it comes to sports takes. Look at me. I'm just that guy. I'm just so nice. How's it going, JJ? Double stream. Yeah, I got a double delay. Delay doubleheader today. Your division rivals got better in the offseason. Pittsburgh really didn't. I don't know. I don't really agree. That's going to be in there for a call strike. We're back underway in the top of the 7th. We have a new pitcher for the Reds. This is Burke. Burke. We'll get his stats in a moment. And we actually have a pinch hitter for the Astros as well. DeZenzo at the plate. Here's the 0-1. That's going to be a swing and a miss, strike 2. So DeZenzo replacing Cole out there in left. Interesting. 0-2 counts. Burke, a lefty. Again, they have not provided the stats, so I do apologize on that. Try to get you the stats. The 0-2 swung on and missed. He struck him out. So the move to the bench does not pan out there. Again, Zach Cole, very impressive. Very impressive out there in left so far, but his day is done. That'll bring up Bryce Matthews, the center fielder, 0 for 2 today. As Burke sets, kicks, and deals. That's going to be upstairs on the slider, ball 1. Yeah, that's why I'm here. I'm from Curacao, Reds for life. Got you, Marlon. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you. And again, good luck to your Reds. Trying to end this massive losing streak. The 1-0 showing bunt. It is down. Actually, it's more up. That was a pop-up foul. So 1-1 to Bryce Matthews. 4 homers and 13 RBIs on the season for Matthews. You're here to provide facts to Steelers fans. I guess so. The 1-1, that's going to be sent to left. Coming in, though, is the left fielder as he makes the catch for outs. Number 2, J.J. Bleday with the catch. All right, 2 away. Really quickly, 2 away. And that'll bring up Braden Shoemake. It's 1 for 2 today with the home run. The only run today for the Astros. OPS of 12-11 on the season. 3 homers, 3 RBIs. The pitch. And that's going to be fouled back, and it's 0-1. Again, appreciate it, Ricky. Appreciate it. We're trying to get to 75 likes. Maybe get it. Maybe we don't. It's not a big deal. We got to 50. 50 is cool. I'll take 50. 0-1 counts. Burke readies and fires. That's going to be a chopper to second. McLean with it. Tosses to first. Shoemake is out. 1, 2, 3 go the Reds. We go to the bottom of the 7th. Reds leading 3-1. Very true. The Steelers don't and won't tank. I believe Tomlin never had a losing record. Could be wrong though. They're in the middle of the road team. Unfortunately, Rodgers on the decline big time. Yeah, the Steelers don't tank. Tomlin did not have a losing record. Again, that was kind of the thing with Tomlin. He played not to lose. That's really what, like, it was clear as day towards the end of his, I would say, the last 4 years. These last 4 years. Again, obviously the Steelers haven't won a playoff game since 2016. But really the last 4 years post-Ben, it has been, hey, let's not lose the game. They didn't play to win. They played not to lose. There's a complete difference. Huge difference. So hopefully McCarthy, again, offensive mind, can kind of, hey, let's get back into this. Let's be aggressive. Let's play some Steelers football. But yeah, Rodgers on the decline. I mean, he's definitely not in his prime. But I don't think he played bad, considering the injury, considering the lack of weapons. Again, he had no one to throw to. He had DK Metcalf, and then he had a plethora of tight ends. No speed, no real speed on that team. And again, I'd like to see some more. I'd like to see another receiver acquisition. But you know, we'll see. We'll have to make do with DK Pittman. Pittman's an upgrade for sure. And, of course, we drafted a guy in the 2nd round that, you know, I wasn't too high on, but he might be pretty good. You know, he likes to run block, which I love. I'm already a fan now because he's a good run blocker. So that's a lost art in today's football. But, yeah, I think the Steelers will be fine. I think people are already just, again, oh, the Steelers, it's the same old story. Orville and company just like, oh, yeah, like, oh, they're going to be bad. The Steelers, middle of the road. They're going to not make the playoffs because the division's too good. You got, oh, look at Lamar. Look at Joe. Yeah, we haven't heard this the last, 5-6 years. And the Steelers somehow, some way, always make the playoffs. But I do think that the Steelers are good enough to win a playoff game. I'm not saying they're going to go all the way, but I'm saying they are good enough to win a playoff game. We're back in action here. Trevino's at the plate for the Reds. De Los Santos delivers. That's going to be sent to right center. On the run is the center fielder. Right fielder, though, is going to make the catch. For outs number 1. 1 pitch, 1 out for Jose Trevino. And that'll bring up Matt McLean, who had a 2 RBI single to kind of break this game open for the Reds. It's 1 for 2 today. Don't look nearly as good without your Pittsburgh gear. I appreciate you, AJ. Yeah, don't worry, I'll have it tonight. Actually, I think my hoodie's over there. The pitch, that's going to be down low, ball 1. Fastball at 95 to Matt McLean. Back-to-back doubleheaders. You know what? We got Tomlin out the door. No more settling for underachieving. Yep. The 1-0. That's going to be in there for a called strike. And it's 1-1 to McLean. Been on the road to Cumberland, Maryland. Yeah, no, drives. Well, I guess you already drove safe, so good stuff, Denny. 1-1 counts. The pitch. Swing and a miss. And it's 1-2 to McLean. Never suggested starting any of your quarterback. Yeah, no, I know. I guess you're stuck with him until he decides to retire. Not a Steeler fans. Yeah. Just wanted a Steeler fans meeting. Yeah, no problem, Tim. Yeah, I knew you did. I was just kind of informing you what other Steeler fans are thinking on the subject. The 1-2, that's a swing and a miss. He struck him out. So down goes McLean. Yeah, so far, the bullpen has looked really good for both sides. And that'll bring up TJ Friedel, who's 0 for 2 with the walk today. NFL's low with parity. Any team can make the playoffs. Yep, that is true. The NFL is completely different for sure than the MLB, and even you can argue the NBA. And I don't know about hockey, but yeah, anybody, like every team, even if they're bad, you still go into the season thinking like, hey, we can make the playoffs this year. Like every team has a chance. Of course, realistically, there are a few teams that are out, but for the most part, everybody has a solid shot to make the playoffs. You honestly can't see the playoffs for y'all this year. That's fine. You like Pittman 4 years ago? Yeah, I know. I mean, I wasn't really excited about the move, but he is an upgrade over Marquez Valdez-Scantling. I'm sure you can agree with that. He is an upgrade over Adam Thielen. I'm sure, again, Orville. You know, you remember. I don't know if you have already forgotten, but you remember. The Steeler fans remember who Rodgers was throwing to at the end of the year. It was pretty disgusting. It was pretty disgusting. He's better than Scotty Miller. I mean, he's better than... Like, I don't know, what were we doing? What were we trying to do? I mean, it was just unbelievable. Oh, jeez, that was horrible. So again, the Astros going to the pen here in the bottom of the 7th. Again, thank you guys for tuning in. Make sure to like and sub. It is free. Trying to get to 75 likes. We're at 64. We might actually do it. Again, I appreciate it. We got to 85.50. I really do appreciate that. That was the goal for the weekend. I already accomplished it, and we still have 2 games to go. So make sure, again, to sub to the channel, as your fellow first-time viewers have already done so. So make sure to sub to this growing channel. We're on our way to 10K, delayed at 10K. Trying to get that by the start of football season. So I do appreciate it, again, for tuning in, giving me your time out of your day. I know it's a busy world, busy life. So thank you again for tuning in. And let me call the game. Of course, let me ramble at times about the Steelers. Even when they're not playing, they get me mad. I'm sure you can relate if you're a fan of anybody, really, any football team. All right, back in action. Steven Okert, the pitcher for the Astros, and that's going to be a slider in the zone, but not called a strike. And it's 1-0. So TJ Friedel actually makes way for Dane Myers. OPS of 677, 1 homer and 4 RBIs on the season. The pitch as Myers gets under it and sends it to shallow left. Shortstop is actually getting called off by the center fielder. Calls off the left fielder to make the catch for out number 3. Everyone was calling off each other. We go to the top of the 8th. The Reds leading 3-1 over the Astros. Well, Howard, the rookie quarterback, would be a disaster. Yep. Hope Rodgers now plays freely with the new coach. Forget your stats. Let the Pigskin fly and go for it. I believe he still has a talent in the arm. Maybe being at the Jets soiled him. Yeah, that's always a possibility with the Jets. The Jets are just I mean, they're one of the few organizations where you can just write off at the beginning of the season. No offense if there's any Jets fans here. Like, oh, you're a Steeler fan. Okay, well, you're a Jets fan. Like, literally, like, I'm not trying to talk trash. It's just, again, the Jets have not been a model of greatness. I'm sure you can agree. But maybe, well, no, they have Geno Smith. Never mind, no, there's no maybe. But, hey, if the Jets get Arch Manning or maybe the first pick next year, maybe they'll have hope again. But anywho, yeah, Rodgers again. I think if we play aggressive, which I think we will, McCarthy, again, not going to be a guy that's going to play not to lose. That's what Tomlin, again, was kind of doing a lot the past few years, playing not to lose. There's a complete difference. And I don't know. I'm excited. I'm excited for something new. We finally have something new. I know everyone's like, oh, you have the same old quarterback or whatever, same old Steelers. No, we have a different coach, different philosophy, different mindset, and I am excited to see what that mindset will bring. Whether it's a complete disaster and we do go 4-13, or hey, he gets the most out of the team and playing aggressive. I'm excited. Russell, thank you for the $10. I really do appreciate it, man. I really do. W's in the chat for Russell, folks. That is awesome. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Thank you. That was very generous. Welcome on in, George. Thank you for tuning in. Again, thank you very much, Russell. That's very nice. Surprised Rogers went to the Jets. Yeah, me too. I don't know why he thought that would be a good idea. Give Rogers weapons and then maybe he can smash it. Yeah, yeah. Again, I'd ideally like to see one more receiver. All right, back in action here in the top of the 8th. Graham Ashcraft on the mound for the Reds, as that's going to be a cutter away, ball 1. As we're underway in the top of the 8th, Christian Vasquez at the plate for the Astros. He was 0 for 1 with the walk. 1-0 counts. The pitch, as that's going to be popped up. Trevino's on the run, and that'll become a souvenir. So 1-1 counts. How am I doing today? I'm okay. I'm hanging in there. Jets will tear Klubnik limb from limb. Worse than going from the Browns. I don't know about that 83, but it's close. $10 from Russell. Go get Valdez-Scantling back. No, Tim. No, Tim. What the? No way. 1-1 count. Ashcraft sets, kicks, and deals. That's going to be sent to right. That is slicing foul. And it's 1-2. And get change. Yeah, no, trust me. It won't cost a lot at all. Yeah, it was bad. But, I mean, what the Steelers were rolling out there in the later half of the season was pretty gross. 1-2 count. Ashcraft readies, kicks, and fires. That's going to be off the plate. Missing with the cutter, and it's 2-2. If you're just tuning in, Reds looking like they are 6 outs away from ending the losing streak. But, of course, as we saw during the Cubs series, this game is not over until it says final. As that's going to be fouled back, and it's 2-2. Two and 2 count to Vasquez. Ashcraft readies, kicks, and fires. That's going to be fouled back. Vasquez doing a good job of catching up to that one. Again, 98. Your Bears going to be even better? I don't know, Miguel. We'll have to see. I'm not really high on the Bears, but you know, they proved me wrong last year, so maybe they'll make it 2 for 2 since starting YouTube. The 2-2 swung on and missed. He struck him out. A slider down below, got him to chase. And there's one away here in the top of the 8th, and that'll bring up Jose Altuve, who's 1 for 3 in today's ball game. Can we start a GoFundMe to keep MVS a free agent? Yeah, that's the one thing about Rodgers, trying to bring up all his buddies, and it's like, okay, come on. No, we don't need all that. The pitch, that's going to be a cutter away again. 1-0. He's spamming the cutter. He was born to be a Bill. Is he with the Bills? I didn't even know. 1-0 counts. The pitch. That's going to be down low. 2-0. 2-0 to Jose Altuve. I'm here. Yeah, no, again, thank you, Russell, for your support. You and Denny have been here for a while. George as well. The 2-0. That misses down low, but it's called a strikeout. Altuve is going to challenge, and I think he's going to win. That one was well low. I don't know what he was really looking at. That's not a strike for anybody. I mean, Altuve is already short as is. That is literally not a strike for any major leaguer. That was very much low. So 3-0 to Altuve. And appreciate you, Rhino. Again, make sure to put your link down in the chat. The 3-0, that is right down the middle for a called strike. And it's 3-1 to Altuve. Three and 1. Altuve digging back in. Ashcraft readies, rocks, and fires. That's a strike at the knees, and it's 3-2. 3-0 to 3-2. Ashcraft working it back. Altuve looking at Ashcraft like, all right, got to block you in. Jordan Alvarez on deck. The pitch, as that's going to be sent to left. On the run. Back at the wall, leaping, making the catch against the wall is Myers. For a loud out number 2. It just kept going and going and going. Myers making the catch, squeezing the glove for a big out number 2. And that'll bring up Yordan Alvarez, who's gone on base every single time today, as he is 1 for 1 with 2 walks. And his one hit was a double. Reds, is Scrappy playing? He is not. The pitch. That's going to be a fastball upstairs as it's ball 1 to Yordan Alvarez. Yeah, we're good there, Tim. You don't need MVS. We're good. The 1-0. That's going to be right down the middle for a called strike, and it's 1-1. Fast-moving game, only 2 hours. We're in the 8th. The pitch. And that's going to be missing outside on the slider, and it's 2-1. Two and 1 counts. Ashcraft kicks and fires. That's going to be hit to left. That is slicing foul. And it's 2-2. Alvarez digging back in again. 2 outs. Nobody on to the top of the 8th. The Reds leading by 2. The pitch. That's a chopper foul, and we'll do it again. Well, I appreciate it, Russell. Again, just, don't feel obligated to do so. I do appreciate that, though. It was very nice. It's very nice. Wish the Steelers would have fired Tomlin 6 years ago. Yeah, that's going to be in there. Called strike 3. He struck him out. A lot of emotion there from Ashcraft. On the backwards K, we go to the bottom of the 8th. The Reds looking for some insurance. They lead 3-1. Blade, Dela Cruz, and Stewart due up for the Reds. Yeah, again, after 2020, I'm okay with it. So what was that, 5 years ago, 6 years ago? Yeah. Tuve is, what, 67 years? He's old. He's getting up there. Steelers need to hire a top GM. Yeah, I don't know. I'm okay with Khan, but yeah, we'll see. Now that there's no more Tomlin influencing, so we'll see again. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I'm a little nervous. Any idea where A.J. Brown is going to go? He has to be leaving the Eagles. Too much bad blood. Yeah. I have no idea, to be honest with you. Orville says a Patriot. I could see that. I have no idea. Rogers might get Jordy Nelson to come out. This guy, no, we're good, Miguel. Jordy was awesome back in the day, but an emphasis on the back in the day. Back in the day, for sure. Yeah, no, we're good. We don't need, no Randall Cobb, Jordy Nelson. Devontae would actually be great, not going to lie. I would love to have Devontae Adams, but I don't think he's joining. Who else was there? There was... well, he doesn't get along with Greg Jennings. He's on FS1. There's Donald Driver. Who else? Man, I can't think. I'm sure there was another receiver or two. Yeah, no, we're good. He wouldn't shock me, though, Miguel. Would not. Jets need a new coach, new GM, new... Yeah, no, for sure. You're correct. Brown will be a Patriot. Yeah, like I said, it's probably what happens. But now with all the stuff that's happening with... Vrabel, I don't know. We'll see if he's even there. And I appreciate it, Russell. I really do. I really do. All right, we are back in action here. Kurtz on the mound as he delivers a slider down and away. Ball 1 to J.J. Blade, who is 0 for 3 on the day, as you've listened to it right here on Dr. Delay. Make sure, again, to sub it up. It is free, folks. Like and sub. Trying to get to 75 likes. We're at 70. 70 likes. Again, subscribing is $0, 0 cents. It just makes sense to subscribe to Dr. Delay. That's going to be a slider in there for a called strike, and it's 1-1 to J.J. Blade. 1-1 counts. Astros do have another arm in the bullpen. The pitch, and that's going to be fouled back. It hits Vasquez. Vasquez seems to be fine. Vasquez is kind of taking a beating today. 1-2 to Blade here in the bottom of the 8th. Again, Reds leading 3-1 over the Astros. The pitch, and that's going to be sent to left. And he's backing up, and he doesn't know where it is. Oh, but he still makes the catch. He had to fall down to make the catch. Oh, man. DeZenzo was just looking for it. He didn't know where it was. Luckily for him, he makes the catch as he was just looking for it in the sun. And that'll bring up Ellie De La Cruz, 2 for 3 in the ball game. The score is tied and goes to extra innings. It's only 1 point for any total runs counted for walk-offs. It depends. If it's a home run, then all the runs count. But if it's like a single or something in the outfield, then yeah, it would just be the one. Okay, Orville, come on. Orville, come on. PG, come on, guys. Come on, PG here. All right, 1-0 to De La Cruz. Okert sets, kicks, and fires. As that's going to be a chopper, and it chops foul. This guy, oh my gosh. You guys, unbelievable. 1-1 counts. 1-1 to Ellie. Got 1 out, nobody on here in the bottom of the 8th. Okert sets. Rocks and fires. That's going to be down low, and it's 2-1 to De La Cruz. Right fielder stole this game? Yeah. Yes, he did. That was Cam Smith. Yeah. Yeah, he just botched it. The 2-1. Chopper to third. Paredes with it, throws to first and gets the speedy De La Cruz for out number 2. So 2 down. Sal Stewart will step in. He's 1 for 3 on the day. He struck out twice. And that was when Arrighetti was rolling. Of course, Arrighetti had a rough finish to the game. It's been a bullpen game since I think the 6th inning. It looks like the bullpen will make another change with 2 outs in the bottom of the 8th. Nobody on. The Astros were like, why not? So they will bring out another arm to face Stewart. Tell it's off season. Yeah, I know, yeah. He is a good coach. Definitely a good coach for sure. Hello, Mr. Rhino. Mr. Rhino is, I believe he might still be listening in. You need the Astros to win for your parlay. Do you think they can come back? They can. Whether they will or not, I don't think so. I mean, it's 2 runs. And they've only mustered up a 1 through 8. But that's the thing with baseball. You never know. They could. They could just pop off here in the 9th. You never know. Again, the Reds have had trouble closing out some games as of late. So we'll see. I would say, realistically, famous, 20% chance it happens. Took the Titans number 1 seed. Yeah, no, yeah, I'm not. Yeah, Vrabel is a good coach for sure. Vrabel is a very good coach. But yeah, we'll just see how it goes. And yes, Orville, I agree. I don't know. That's very sus. Again, Rossini is a freaking idiot. But like I said, Vrabel also is an idiot for doing that as well. But at least Vrabel didn't like completely publicly shame his wife like Rossini shamed her husband on air. It was just seems like a terrible person. But like I said, they both did wrong. Cards had in the park grand slam. Yeah, I saw the clip this morning. Tatis was, I don't know what he was doing. Tatis just booted it. You like the Yankees, Cubs, Waldo, Costa, and Tatsuro. That's a lot of stuff there. All right, well, good luck. Good luck with your money line there. It's 11:30 in the UK. All right, well, yeah, you should go to bed. Appreciate you, Tim, for tuning in. But we are almost done here. As that's going to be a breaking ball in the dirt, ball 1. New pitcher is Brian Abreu, 9.49 ERA. That is just not good. That is terrible. But he'll look to just get this one out. Sal Stewart at the plate again, 1 for 3 on the day. As Abreu sets, kicks, and fires. That's going to be in there for a called strike. And it's 1-1 to Sal Stewart. One and 1 to Stewart. Orville, that is not true. You're just talking. Abreu sets, kicks, and deals. That's going to be inside on the slider. And it's 2-1. Two and 1. The pitch, swing and a miss, and it's 2-2 on Stewart. All credit to Doc if we break our losing streak, I guess. So I started the losing streak with the Pirates game or Pirates series. So maybe I'll be the end of it. 3 outs away, we'll see. 2-2. Abreu sets, rocks, and fires. That's going to be sent to right center. Backpedaling, it's the center fielder at the wall, making the catch. Up against the wall for out number 3. Stewart's like, come on. What the heck? As we go to the top of the ninth, the Reds with a 3-1 lead. As they look to close this one out. Give me a sec. Again, the dang chair. I look like I'm 2'3" over here. There we go. Look at me. Now I'm all up in y'all's face. Waldo Cortez. Oh, yeah, UFC I would not know, but good luck. Good luck, Chicago. Good luck, man. What are you doing between games? Probably relaxing. Probably just going to chill. This game's going to end a lot earlier than I thought, so that's great, honestly. I get to relax. Unless it goes to extras again, unless the Astros do something here. Which they could. Again, they have the lineup to do it. Paredes, Walker, and Smith will be due up for the Astros. Currently having across baseball, the A's leading 5-0 over the Orioles, and the Nationals and the Marlins are tied at 4 apiece. And the Blue Jays all over the Angels, 14-1. Again, thank you guys for giving me your time today. Make sure again to leave a like and, of course, sub to the channel. It is free. Trying to get to 75 likes. We're at 73. We're so close. Come on. Just 2 more likes. And, of course, sub to the channel. Again, $0, 0 cents, no hidden fees, no taxes, no shipping and handling. Like, it is free as can be. Again, it just makes sense to subscribe to Dr. Delay, this growing channel. And, yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, think of it more as a follow as well. Again, the subscription, I know that turns a lot of people off. But, yeah, think of it as a follow, like on Twitter, X, Facebook, Instagram. That's pretty much what it is. It's just another social media platform where I kind of do my thing. And appreciate you, Daniel, for tuning in. Marlins tied 4-4. Yep. Yeah, it looks like an interesting game. I want to put money on the Pirates, but I can't trust their bats away from home. Yeah, no, I totally don't blame you. Close game with the win. Yeah, we'll see who's pitching in the late game. It's going to be Braxton Ashcraft, and then I believe it's Tanner Roop. Or Rupp. I don't remember how to pronounce it, but... Or not Tanner Roop. L. Roop? I don't know. Landon Roop? Last name's Roop. We're back underway here in the top of the ninth as Johnson's in there for the Reds, as that's a breaking ball in there for a called strike. As it's 0-1 to Paredes, who is 0 for 3 today. Yeah, it's Roop. I don't know. I'll figure out the name by game time. 0-1 counts. Johnson sets, kicks, and deals. That's going to be a breaking ball in the dirt. And it's 1-1 to Paredes. The Reds losing streak at 8 games. Trying to end that streak. Trying to stay above 500. 1-1. Johnson sets, kicks, and fires. It's ground ball to third. Hayes with it. Throws to first for outs number 1. Yes, Sal Stewart has been replaced by Hayes. As they went with defense here in the top of the ninth as Paredes is out. 2 outs away. That'll bring up Christian Walker, who's 0 for 3 on the day. Close this game at Crazy's. A's still hanging in first. Yep. The AL West has been pretty bad. The pitch, and that's going to be a breaking ball in there for a called strike to Christian Walker. Terrible towel, dust free. That's probably a little dirty. Clean that. 0-1 counts. Johnson kicks and fires. That's going to be off the plate with the fastball. He's going to challenge the catcher, Will Trevino. I think he's going to lose it. Might as well. Again, they have both their challenges. Just missing. 1-1 counts. I think they got it. We'll see. Appreciate you cat videos for tuning back in. Joe Ryan over Bibby. I would not know. That's up to you. That is up to you. Is he too close to call? 1-1 counts. Johnson kicks and fires. That's going to be sent to center. On the run is Myers. Myers leaping, making the catch for out number 2. That was hit a ton. It was just a liner. The Reds 1 out away, and Cam Smith will be the last chance for the Astros. 0 for 3 on the day. Johnson loved it. Oh my gosh, pardon my voice. Given out here at the end. Johnson sets, rocks, and fires. That's going to be fouled back, and it's 0-1. And Cam Smith, you could argue that this loss is on him. Again, kind of booted it in right. Was on the run in the right field line. Just dropped it flat out off his glove, allowing the Reds to load the bases. The 0-1. That is a slider away, and it's 1-1 to Cam Smith. Count is 1-1. Johnson readies. Rocks and fires. That's a breaking ball down low, and it's 2-1. Again, thank you guys for the 75 likes. I really do appreciate it. That is awesome. You guys have been awesome today. I really do thank you guys. 2-1 to Smith. Johnson kicks and deals. That's going to be fouled back, and the Astros are down to the last strike. And it's 2-2 to Cam Smith. Reds fans rising. They're on their feet, trying to get their first win in May. The 2-2 from Johnson. Slider away, and he holds back, and it's 3-2 to Cam Smith. Tomorrow's game I cannot, but I can probably send you somewhere that will be doing it. I'm looking at who's going to be on. I'll redirect you guys somewhere. 3-2, the pitch. Grounder to third. Hayes with it. Throws to first, and the Reds end their losing streak. It is over. The Reds win. Losing streak stops at 8. The Reds move to 21-19. The Astros fall to 16-24. Man, oh man. Again, thank you guys for tuning in. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Make sure again to like and sub. It is free. Again, Reds, this is now this was my 10th game of the season that I covered the Reds. The Astros again, I probably won't be covering much of the Astros this year, if at all. Again, even when they play the Pirates, it's pretty tough for me to cover the game because of the blackout, but we'll see if I can make that happen. But anywho, again, if you're a football fan, though, make sure to sub to the channel. That's where the channel's at its best. So, yeah, that is pretty much it. Again, final score, the Reds 3, Astros 1. What games can you do? I'm going to be doing the Pirates game later. You started the streak and ended it. Yeah, I know. Appreciate you, D. Hickey. Sorry about all that. Sorry about the Reds just losing there. That was not my thing. That was not what I wanted. I mean, when they played the Pirates, obviously, but not really for the rest of eternity. But eternity has ended. So that's good. All right, again, I will send you guys over to another stream if you want some more baseball. Thank you guys again for tuning in. I will catch you guys for tonight's game between Pirates and Giants. And if not, again, like and sub, and I'll see you in another stream near you soon. Again, it is free, $0 and 0 cents. I promise. It makes sense to sub to the channel. Catch you guys in the next one. Peace, and enjoy the rest of your Saturday.